Welcome back, y'all. My name is AJ, and I'm here to yap about Higurashi When They Cry, Chapter 2, Watanagashi. I am once again joined by my straight man. Say hello, Griffin.
Why are there so many of you now? Fucking
I don't know.
fucking views jumped up like 30 people watching. Get out of here.
I don't...
Leave.
Go.
Why are you here?
The movie's over. What are you
It's
still
over.
doing here? Go home. God damn, I forgot this dead silence. Not even a cricket or cicada.
Yeah.
So yeah, last time I said, oh boy, I can't wait to do this tomorrow. And then, got flat knocked on my ass by cold.
My bad. Did I say 30? I just pulled up your fucking channel. 60 people watched this?
I don't know,
Get
like,
out of here.
I highly doubt
Like
some,
three
like,
quarters of y'all leave.
I highly doubt, like, a migration of porn bots just suddenly came out of nowhere to find me.
I guess it depends
Randomly,
on how many
the
comments.
week I was just uploading stuff I had in backlog. For where
Yeah.
is it right now? Where? Let me actually go double check. YouTube.
61 views.
It was like my Hollow Bastion video if Riku Ansem blew up, which was, well, blew up relatively. It had better views, which if any KH1 video I wanted to do well, it was that one specifically.
Yeah.
So I put a lot of work into that one. Yeah, okay, it's still 61 and 36 versus the 7, 9, 5, 3. Anyway, we're grading the Sonozaki Manor
You make a
headquarters.
1.5 hour video about a fucking Yumineko tier list?
Yes, I did. It was like after late at work, and like I went like, yeah, how do I feel about these characters after a while? I locked the fuck in when I was talking about Angie.
Jesus. I guess I'll have to watch that later.
Yes, you will. All right.
I don't watch my subscriptions.
No worries.
Anyway, Higurashi, right?
Onwards and upwards.
Yeah. Time to go to the Sonozaki residence.
Keiichi.
Is he just still there? I like to imagine he has not moved from that spot since last night.
With where like the Sonozaki on the phone just fucking laughed, and he just like has been standing there the entire time.
Keiichi.
放っておいてやれ。友達が行方不明になったんだ。
It's just been there the whole time.
Normally, my dad never
Phone
shows
in hand.
just like fucking a fish eye lens face. Like, should his face be doing that? Leave him be. Normally, my dad never shows me any consideration, but this time he
うちの
did.
圭一もしばらくの間学校を控えた方がいいんじゃないのか。警察が何とかするまで外出を控えた方が安全だと思うぞ。
そうね。もしもってことに比べたら、学校を何日かお休みにするくらい。
それよりもこんな物騒な事態になったら学校なんか休校にするのが筋じゃないのか。まったく学校の先生方は人の子を何だと思ってるんだ。
Ohio Sigmas?
Yeah, Sigmas.
Mom and Dad were getting pretty riled up. At this point, I could not care less. Besides, that wasn't the only thing I couldn't care less about. Breakfast table just went in front of me. The time, and I know I almost fucking said it wrong. And like, it's funny, I had like an inner monologue in my head the other day, like, oh right, it's I couldn't care less, not I could care less, I couldn't care less. Time and date.
Wait, no, wait, I said it wrong. Fuck.
Did you say I could care less?
Yeah.
God damn it. We fail.
Gonna be so many teenagers in the comments.
I really had no interest in anything. This feeling was like a dead fog in my mind. It felt like getting dizzy after taking strong
圭
medication.
一、学校の勉強はどうなんだ。圭一の方が進んでるくらいじゃないのか。もしそうならしばらくお休み
Maybe I
してもいい
shouldn't
ん
have
だぞ。
taken that Molly.
I don't even feel like answering. Today was Thursday. Only 4 days had passed since the Watanagashi festival. Such a short time, yet now things were completely different. Everything had changed. The tranquil village, bright and clear as it was an Indian summer, had undergone a total reversal. People made to disappear every night, and we couldn't relax when walking out in broad daylight. The village had become a world of fear. I had no right to curse this outcome. After once, the one responsible for everything was me. That night, I couldn't resist my honestly tiny little incredibly stupid curiosity and broke the taboo.
ここは入ってはいけないところなんだろう。鍵がかかっているのを勝手に開
Are
け
we,
て
are we
落ちるなん
flashing
て
back?
たとえ物を盗まなくったって犯罪なんだぞ。シオンだってこれが合いびき現場じゃないと分かったなら十分だろう。俺はこんなのには全然興味はないんだ。
I'm still in the stance we should fucking like, you know what, Keiichi? You're probably gonna be dead in the next 24 hours, maybe less than that, to be perfectly honest. Just just get like a Molotov cocktail and just like, you know what, fuck it. Fuck
Just
it.
right into the shrine?
Right into that fucking storehouse.
Was this storehouse, not a shrine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Wow.
burn it down. Like, what do you have to lose?
How is that gonna fix the issue?
It's not gonna fix anything.
I'm wondering if they're like, oh, just anarchy. Okay.
Yeah, it's like, what do you have to lose? You're gonna die. You're gonna die. Like, we both know that you're gonna die. Might as well just like, fuck this. Like, fuck
You and I
this.
know, Keiichi, you're gonna die.
Just fuck this. I don't know.
こんなところにいる間にリカちゃんの演舞が終わっちゃったらどうするんだよ。
Parallel took the lock from Tomitake's hands and put it back on the door. Forget everything I saw here, so come on. Let's go. Takano-san was fretting, but I pushed her away. Tomitake-san grinned painfully. Shion's told us Drupa to call me an idiot. Even so, I didn't care. Pushed everyone further and farther away. Rikachan's dance was still going on. Then, at last, the dance was brought to a close with roaring applause. I too, until my hands turned red, clapped, and I clapped, and I clapped.
I clapped.
Shut the fuck up.
I've been
Rena,
watching a lot of Red Letter Media, alright, so I'm sorry.
Rena, please tell me that's you. You could stab me, but I can't deal with Mion today.
Mm-hmm.
レナちゃんじゃない？
I'll take your brand of whatever the fuck's going on, autism
いつも
over
の時間だから迎え
that.
に来たんじゃない？
Looked at the clock. It's 5 minutes past my time to meet with
ケイチ
Rena.
しばらく学校を休んだ方がいいんじゃないのか。
そうだね。気を使ってくれてありがとう。
Looked at my seat. I went to the entrance to get Rena.
おはよう。今日から集団登校だから遅れちゃダメだよ。
Ah, that's right. The ones furthest away would be late. The younger kids on the way would be waiting for
俺
us.
さ、今日からしばらく休むことにするよ。学校。
You don't seem surprised. And I answered shortly, nodding.
ケイチ君が自分の体に一番優しい過ごし方を選ぶべきだと思う。だから別に引け目を感じることなんかないと思うな。あ、それからこれ回覧板お母様に渡しておいてくれるかな。いろいろ大事なお知らせがあるみたいだから。
Took the notice. There was a lot more pages than normal. The one on top announced the disappearance of the mayor, Rika-chan, and Satoko. I want any information about them. Made my heart ache.
警察も必死に探してくれてる。きっと見つかるから。待ってよ。ね。
What I said, smiling attempt to give me courage. Rather than that though, her smile looked like it because she herself wanted to believe they were safe.
レナは俺を問い詰めないんだな。
うん。
レナは知ってるんだろ、俺があの晩。
西宮殿に忍び込んだことかな。
Oh, you know what?
Oh, you mean it's you mean when you were fucking your sister and doing drugs? Rena, I love you. Speechless for a moment, bit my lip and made up my mind and nodded a little.
筒抜けなんだな。まったく。
I know I posted this a
悪
long
いこ
while
とは
ago,
す
but
るもんじゃない
now
よ。
that you know Rena a little bit more, I think you'll appreciate this image a little bit more. Let me see text.
VC text. Let's see what we're looking at here. Yo, they're rocking that. I'm gonna save this tweet so I can actually
Yeah. Put in the video.
Is that the Sakonia woman
nice.
on the side there?
Yeah, that's Meow.
No, her name is Sakonia woman.
Yes, yeah, woman.
What was it? Meow?
Yeah, Meow.
Meow. Gotcha.
So like the cat, like sound meow.
Oh, meow. Not
Yeah,
Mion?
meow. No, meow.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Westaboo.
みーちゃんはすごく怒ってたよ。
I noticed. So she was upset. So she would have been.
でもね、きっとみーちゃんが怒ってたのは忍び込んだことよりも
Was she more
そ
angry at
れ
her
を
sister?
隠していたことだと思
Or
うの。
hiding it from her? I told her!
ケイチ君は自分から言い出して謝らなくちゃいけなかったんじゃないかな。
I should have told her myself and apologized. That troubled me. It was just 1 week ago. I did something that I myself should apologize to Mion for. Hurt her badly. However, I hadn't realized that at all. Plus, of all the confusion she wants to reappearance brought me, I still haven't been able to talk to Mion about it.
レナの言う通りだな。俺はいつもレナに教えられるまで何も気づかなくて。
ケイチ君、もしもだよ。もしもケイチ君が悪いことをしたことをすぐに認めてみーちゃんに謝っていたら、リカちゃんとサトコちゃんはいなくならずに済んだのかな。
It's a little too late to start thinking that. Answer right away. Can admit that. Can admit to that. Wasn't Rena telling me right now, though? That I should have admitted to my crime sooner? What's done is done! Can't change that. Then Dad apologized for things had not gone in such a horrible direction. His eyes were filled with kindness, but they weren't naive enough to forgive me for keeping silent. He stared fixedly into my own.
ああ、そうだ。
If I had admitted my crime sooner, then Rika-chan and Satoko wouldn't have to die or disappear. Ah! Mac! The palm of Rena's hand slapped me in the cheek. I stood there unmoving, my head tilted to the direction I'd been hit. Didn't hurt at all.
誰もケイチ君のことを叱らなかったと思う。だから私が代わりにケイチ君を叱るね。
Pressed a hand to my cheek, not warm of embarrassment, quietly stared down at Rena's feet.
入ってはいけないところに勝手に入るのはとても悪いこと。それはわかる？
I do.
ああ、
I do. But what about
はい
arson?
だよ。ケイチ君。
はい。
I love Rena.
Do you think the
Just does
parents?
it.
Do you think the parents are
もっと悪い
watching?
のは自分が悪いことをしたのを認めないこと。
Maybe the dad is.
悪いことをするのはとてもいけないことだけど、それを認めて謝らないことはもっともっと悪いことなんだよ。
はい。僕が悪かったです。
Once Rena stared at me silently and intently as I gauged in my remorse. Then finally the tension in her face softened, then she smiled.
じゃあもう時間だから私は行くよ。
ああ、
回覧板お母様に渡しておいてね。あと回覧板は暗くなったら持っていかないようにって注意付きだから。
And not to leave you alone to Tokyo. Bent down to pick up the notes which I dropped when she slapped me. Pages had come out of the collapse and now making a mess on the floor. I gathered them up one by one. My hands stopped a single more light hard page with peaceful sentences dancing on it. We still have plenty of homemade soy sauce in stock. Feel free to come by to the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Keiichi, we're raiding the mansion today, right? Like, you're on my page, right? We're gonna go there right now, right? Right? We're on the same, we're all... Just fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it.
Yeah, homemade soy sauce.
I picked up the page and scanned the rest of it. They were stockpiling high-quality soy sauce that they got from faraway relatives in the Akita prefecture. Got a big shipment recently. We couldn't use it at all, so anyone who wanted some of it to feel free to come over, is what it said. The PS said arrived in barrels and to please bring a 2-liter bottle. Ugh,
Their bottle was missing.
I thought it was tied together.
醤油をもらいに行くなら園崎家か。レナ、お前ひょっとして知ってたんじゃ。
うん。知ってた。
Rena had already begun suspicious of Mion. As soon as she noticed that big bottle of soy sauce was missing. Kichan had taken the bottle, gone to Mion's house, and there she was erased. Kichan wasn't coming back, so Satoko called Mion's house since she knew where she had gone, and Satoko called over there as well. The end of the day the mayor disappeared. Didn't Oishi-san say that the 3 families participated in it? 3 families would include the Sonozaki family. Yes, Keiichi, I know. Did he also say the current leader is really old, so her heir Mion frequently stood in for a public appearance? Yeah, I know. When I returned to the shrine, Mion called down and stopped him. She talked to him, invited him to the house, and then she made him disappear. It's probably even simpler to make Shion disappear. Shion was part of the Sonozaki family. Probably knew exactly what she was doing at all times. Sure, they even knew her part-time job schedule too. Thinking back, wasn't that Angel Ward's store managed by the Sonozaki family? Setting an ambush for her there wouldn't have been any trouble at all.
俺、ミオンのところ
There we go!
謝ってくるよ。
I'll go apologize and also ask some questions.
もう全部終わりにして
And
もらう。
maybe some arson. Do you want to come with me?
簡単には許してくれないだろうけど、
It's gonna be a fun day, I can tell.
誰も犠牲にならないように頼んでくる。
With that decided, there's nothing relays around here.
The way that he said it in that one sentence sounded like he called her Mion.
Mayo.
I'm like, mayonnaise.
She stopped me.
Mayonnaise Sonozaki.
私も行く。
Yeah! Yeah! You can stab me in the back! I don't care! You're with me!
もっと大切な用事。
Fucking
レ
go!
ナは来るな。
Sonozaki family, we have an army.
レナまで巻き込まれたら
Keiichi.
俺は
I have a run.
頭がどうにかなってしまうかもしれない。
Rena didn't move her arm, which was blocking my way.
ケイチ君までいなくなったら、私も頭がどうにかなってしまうかもしれない。だから、ケイチ君だけを行かせない。
I love it when things go exactly as I wanted them to. I have tears off my eyes. I saw them and needed the strength for resolve.
It's one of those things where like, oh man, the finale is all building up. I know exactly how I want this to go.
Is that, were you just sitting there last time where I was like, we should go to the Sonozaki Mansion, we should go ask some questions, kick some ass,
Absolutely.
Rena,
Yeah.
you come with me, and then...
I was just like, oh man, well, yeah, I guess she'll see.
The Sonozaki family, dun I gotta fucking make that thumbnail.
The Yakuza.
Yeah. Rena nodded slightly but firmly, and finally let down the arm blocking me. Let's go. To Mion's house. I'll apologize for the crimes I've committed. And then we'll put an end to these twisted days. For that I'll pray. That once more we can return to those fun, lively days. Rena following me, I left the house. In front of the house, there's a car waiting. Oh, he was like, get in! We're going to the Sonozaki house!
Heard you needed a ride to Sonozaki house. How did you know we were going? I knew it.
朝から羨ましいですね。
A truly praiseworthy man he was. Even had been lying in wait so early in the morning just to pressure me into talking. On this morning, though, maybe it was actually a good opportunity. You got any guns you want to give
警
some
察の
kids?
方ですよね。
ありゃ、竜宮さんには名乗ってませんでしたっけ？これは失礼しました。私、沖宮署の大石と申します。どうぞよろしく。
大石さんに喋るのか？
うん。ケイチ君の罪は私の平手だけであがなえるけど、みーちゃんの罪はこの人たちにあがなってもらう。
Oh, she's ready to punish him. She's like, my friends are gone. I'm pissed. Pain and sadness, a look down, emotions built on my
大
heart.
石さんにお話があります。
The Sonozaki family's behind it. The
はて
Sonozaki
はて
family. Wait.
どんなお話でしょうか。ここで立ち話します？それとも車の中でしますか？
Yes,
車
air
の中で
conditioning.
します。
Air conditioning, please. Could look down weakly. All I could do was be thankful for how dependable Rena was. I read as urgent and revealed everything to Oishi-san. Latter, while making sure to throw in murmurs, I was paying attention every now and then, took notes. Getting that way for a while. Hopefully the other kids went up without us.
どうです。話したらなんだか
Oh yeah, they have to travel in a group.
じゃないですか。
Oishi-san asked me this while scratching his head with his well-pouring pen. Of course I don't feel better. Price I had been paid up to now for was not owing to my crimes had been so immense. As long as that payment wasn't returned, the load on my chest could never be removed. The radio started to emit static.
はい、もしもし。大石です。
学校に先ほど欠席するとの連絡があったそうです。園崎家前は動きなし。標的はまだ艇内です。
はいはい。引き続き見張りお願いします。
了解しました。3号7号は先ほど応援が到着。起動しました。あと課長は大石さんを探して
Uh-oh. Didn't he say that's the most important part of the plan? To not let him know?
さっきは何回もうるさいですけど、どうします？
Keiichi, what excuse should I assume? You're fucking his sister and doing drugs.
ように言われてるとか、ごまかしといてください。
That's my go-to. Everyone believes it for some reason.
Keiichi, no they don't!
仕事の連絡でした。
今
No one's ever questioned me
その
about it,
時
huh?
前は動きなしって言ってましたよね。
ありゃん、そんな風に聞こえちゃいました？そりゃ困ったな。秘密にしてくださいよ。課長から内定の許可はもらってないんですから。
Oishi-san has suspected Mion for a
事
long
情
time.
聴取も家宅捜査もとにかく何にも許可が下りないんですよ。園崎本家を守ろうという園崎家の防衛機能がガッキガキに作用しちゃってるらしくて、令状がなくちゃ私たち現行犯以外は何にも手出しできませんからね。
What, am I bait again?
大石さんって
Oh, absolutely.
ひょっとして
Whatever. The voice alone makes quite clear.
園崎家に踏み込めないものだから圭一君に踏み込ませようとしてたんじゃないですか？
レナ、それはどういう意味だ？
Man, you're slow.
私の想像通りならとても卑劣な人。
人聞きが悪いですね。でもお説は拝聴しますよ。
She saw and lit a cigarette and responded to Rena, wearing an expression implying he was calm and willing to let her comments slide.
あなたは令状が取れないけれどみーちゃんが怪しいとずっと狙いをつけていた。圭一君を焚きつけて園崎家へ向かわせようと企んだ。そして圭一君に何かがあればそれを口実に踏み込むつもりだった。そうでしょう。
I only understood about half of what Rena. What the fuck is wrong with you? You ever know Oishi-san been trying to use me? No shit.
その結果圭一君が襲われるかもしれないのに恥知らず。これが警察のやり方なの？
いやいや、こりゃ飛んだところに名探偵がいたもんです。
Yeah.
いやはやいやはや。
Yes.
あなた、うちの試験受ける気ありません？刑事課配属の推薦状書いてあげてもいいですよ。
卑劣か。
I spoke quietly, her words dripping with hostility.
私もいろんな悪口を言われたもんですが、若いお嬢さんの短い一言が一番答えますよ。
でも結果として今日までみーちゃんを逮捕しなかったことには感謝しておきますね。
そりゃどうも。
What is the exchange to Rena? Think that the man thought they were like a swamp. I could barely see past the surface. Remind me again of how much I disliked him.
さて、その園崎美音さんの親友であらせられるお二人はこれからどうするつもりです？私が証拠固めを終えて令状が請求できるまでのんびり待っててくれるわけですかな？
そんなの待ちません。私たちが行ってみーちゃんを自首させます。
That's right. If she turned
Okay.
herself in rather than be arrested, she might get a lighter sentence. At this point, perhaps that was the only pity I could find in me to afford her. They're both pissed at her. Jesus.
そんなにうまくいくでしょうかね。
Like, I
Their
guess
brains are missing.
I guess it's a good thing that Rena hasn't seen Mion like at school in a while, cause like it's like I think she's barely keeping it in.
Oh yeah.
そんなのは覚悟の上です。
Or she's on giving me an unpleasant yet seemingly satisfied grin. I realize Snail's trying to use us for his own convenience.
もし私たちに何かあったならそれを口実に踏み込んでください。犯人を取り逃がさないようにぐるりと取り囲んでくださるのが一番の希
They
望
probably
な
have
ん
a
です。
secret bunker. Like no way they
ミュウナさ
don't.
んは交渉も上手です。参りましたよ。降参です。
どういうことだよ。
警察の人がみーちゃんの家を包囲しておいてくれるならこれが万が一の時の保険になるの。万が一の時の。
Plus, there'll be another way of pressuring Mion to give herself up, wouldn't it?
ああ、大石より熊ちゃんへ。大石より熊ちゃんへ。お友達が2人、園崎家へ遊びに行きます。増援をかけられるよう準備だけよろしく願います。
He planned this perfectly. I'll give him that. It's a dirty trick, but you know what? It aligns with our what we want.
では、
Enemy of my enemy.
It's my friend.
お茶菓子でも買っていきます？
Please just drive. Neither Red and I will know Oishi-san's stupid joke. Let's do this. Let's fucking do this.
All right, Sonozaki raid time.
Do we get a weapon? They probably just strip us anyway. We should stop the car in the place where we always waited for Mion. One thing of it, I've never been to Mion's house before. I don't know what it looks like. I only heard that it's right down this road.
お送りできるのはここまでです。情報では園崎本家は自宅周辺に監視カメラをかなり配置しているらしいんですよ。でもご安心を。何度か死角をついて突入できる位置に若いのが何人か待機してます。指向性マイクで中を伺ってますから、お二人が大きな悲鳴を上げてくださればすぐにわかりますよ。
絶対に説得しますから自首を認めてくださいね。
You're very optimistic, Rena. I appreciate that about you. Only method available to lighten the Sims are good friends. She's Yakuza!
It's determined.
I don't think we're getting out of there without a fight.
できることなら
The Sonozaki family zoomed out. Rena cracks knuckles.
For response, we left the car. So humanity in the voices of the cicadas greeted us. Never expected this would be happening today. I did.
行こう。
I still say, like, you know, if you're gonna die, like, you know, light a match, my dude. I took the lead and began to walk down the road I've never been.
レナはミオンの家には行ったことがあるんだよな。
うん。何度もあるよ。とても大きな家でね。お庭なんか山が丸ごと入るくらいあるんだよ。松茸が取れるとかなんとかで、いつもは柵がしてあるんだけどね。
Big enough to fit a mountain. That was amazing. One of the three families controlling Himizawa, the head of the family is the Sonozaki clan. Perhaps there's something to be said about its magnitude. I want to see it. Fucking see it. The path continued onward, level and uneventful. There were metal fences along its edges, and beyond them were woods with trees growing thickly. The tops of them bent inwards, sticking out like sharp spears. Plus, there were dangerous-looking barbed wire wrapping them. No one could take a look at them and not feel intimidated. In addition, there were signboards hung up here and there along the fence. Private property of the Sonozaki family. Entrance forbidden. Beware of venomous snakes. Active security cameras. Intruders will be charged an entry fee of 1 million
この
yen!
森、いや、山か、まるまる庭なのか。
庭とい
Oh
う
yeah,
か
I really do need to play
領地だね。
Niyatsukushi.
見ての通り私有地ではあるけど、手入れも何もしてないから散策ができるような気持ちいい森というわけでもないし。
She says that she could say that again. They feel like a neglected savage woodland. It's dark and damp, and certainly not a forest that you may go in for a nice walk. Maybe that's just what happens when a landowner has too much land. Not enough space. Like Oishi-san said, there were security cameras hung up all over the place. They have been weathered down by wind and rain, casting doubts as to whether they are even functional.
俺たちが来るの、ミオンはあれを通して見てるんだろうか。
見てないと思うな。だってみーちゃんの家は基本的におばあちゃんとみーちゃん本人の2人しか住んでないんだもの。カメラを見張ってる人がいないし。
I use the security system. I guess maybe nobody be
みーちゃん
stupid
の
enough
お
to
父
do
さん
what we're
が
about to do.
いろいろ大変な人みたいでね。だから一族がみんなで集まるときにはちゃんと機能しているらしいよ。
That's right. Mion's father. He was a big shot yakuza, wasn't he? Rena smoothly danced around the answer as she explained. At last, a huge gate as big as I imagined appeared. She was living by herself with her grandmother, and the house was just as a grand gateway.
いるかな。
Beep! The old buzzer made a dull sound. Was it cut off in the middle and not get into the house? Waited long enough without a response for me to start thinking like that. However, we finally heard footsteps walking through the gavel on the other side of the gate. I nervously balled my hands, my palms now sweating into fists. There was a clang of bolt being released, and the gate opened slightly. The person peeking out the gap was none other than Mion.
こんな時間に珍しいね。二人とも学校は？
Well, you're not even giving us your normal pleasant voice. Mion didn't seem all surprised visitors arrived in the morning, which wasn't at a normal time. In fact, though, she's relaxed, as she knew we're coming beforehand.
学校は休んだよ。
But it's like, damn it, why am I the only one in my school uniform?
ケイちゃんはともかく、レナも二人とも不良なんだからな。
Mion smiled lightly in the way that Mion we knew always did.
立ち話もなんでしょ。入りなよ。
Oh, belly of the beast, let's go. At the same moment, looking at Rena.
行こう。
Rena smiled chiefly as she was passing through the gates of a good friend's house, and then did just that. Rather myself, and then goes through the gates too. The other side hadn't been maintained very well, but it was clear that the lot was magnificently wide. It wasn't quite what you think of when you hear mansion, but it was very clearly a vast place.
ケイちゃんはうちに来るの初めてだったっけ？
ああ。でけえ家じゃねえか。
It's very long.
今時合掌造りなんて流行らないよ。観光資源にはなるかもしれないけどね。私は早くごくごく平均的な鉄筋コンクリートに建て替えてほしいと思ってるよ。
Mion dryly smiled as she said that and closed the gates and relocked the heavy bolt.
気にしないで。最近は物騒だからね。日中でもこれくらいはしておかないと。
ああ、そうだな。
It was my imagination, but I saw a sun his shadow on the smile. Dude, come on! Come on, pick up the signs!
ご案内申し上げます。どうぞこちらへ。
Mion bowed to us like a worker at a high-class hotel, then pivoted on the heel and began to walk. And I gripped my stiffening arm lightly.
ケイチ君、硬くなりすぎかな。私たちはみーちゃんに会いに来たんだよ。そんなに緊張することはないんだから。
That's right. When I get nervous, I tend to let everything show on my face because I'm a fucking terrible liar. Stop tensing up. You have to lock in, my dude. Lock in. Outside the gate for us too.
Keiichi doesn't know how to lock in.
No, he doesn't.
Like, I don't think we've ever seen him lock
Keiichi,
in.
just don't do anything that's gonna get Rena hurt. That's my actual concern.
なんだこりゃ。ミオン、
Oh, I do
こ
remember.
の
There
新
is
聞
a
紙
point
の
where
上
he
に置
does
いてあ
lock
る
in.
漬物石はなんだ。邪魔だぞ。
Yeah, wait.
What about newspapers on the floor of the entrance? There was a large rock on top of them. Can't understand why something like that was here. Rena noticed me looking at it questioningly and giggled.
レナは知ってるのか？これはなんだ？何かのおまじないか？
ケイちゃんがよくわからないなら、それをどかしてそこに靴を脱いでもいいんだけど。
ケイチくん、その石の真上にね、ツバメの巣があるの。
え？あ、本当だ。
人様の家なのにツバメが勝手に入ってきて巣を作ってるってわけ。代々語り継いでるのか。季節になると決まってここに巣を作るんだよ。迷惑してるんだけどね。
つまりね、そこはツバメの糞とかが落ちてきて危ないから靴を脱がないようにっていう目印なの。
Yeah, but laugh at a silly contrivance. Laughter naturally spread to the other two.
園崎家も大昔、
Uh,
養蚕とかやってたことがあるらし
we're
くて、
not all walking out of
ご
this
先祖
alive,
様は
are
ツバメ
we?
退治に躍起になったそうだけどね。
Only one of us is
それを思う
leaving
と
alive.
これはちょっと罰
Good
当たり
night,
なのか
Keiichi,
な。
but we came here together.
I know.
I don't know.
上がって上がって。
You gotta live, Rena. Thought the house wasn't very bright at all. It was dimly lit, in fact, but mysteriously I could still feel an elegance to the place. You all seem to wonder.
How do I? Sorry, just you said that. And I imagined that, like, but for some reason in my mind, the fucking wombo combo played in my head with Keiichi and Rena just comboing me on.
Wombo combo! Wombo combo!
That ain't Rika. That ain't Rika.
That ain't Rika. That ain't Satoko. That ain't Shion. Oh, maybe it is. I don't know. I still don't fully trust either of the Sonozaki's sisters right now. Like, Shion could be playing this elaborate game with us, and I don't know.
I mean, the real answer is, of course, what we know the whole time is there's just one Sonozaki, and it's just moving back and forth really fast.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So she's gonna kill us in a flash.
Yeah, exactly.
It could be that Shion's actually the leader of the whole list, and she'd be like, I don't know. Well, modern building, but traditional heads aren't bad either. Says the guy living in a
冗
modern
談で
building.
しょ。隙間風は入るし、冬場は寒いし。
Man, you cannot
人の
hide
家を勝手
anything
に
that's
文化
going
財
on
に
in your
して
head, my
改築を妨害
dude.
しないでもらいたいね。
Because he said that. He's like, he
一番
said,
の理想はケイちゃんの家でしょ。
yeah, he was like monologuing like, I like traditional houses, and like Mion's calling like, either you can read minds or you're fucking bad at hiding any thought.
あれは羨ましいよな。冬場は暖かそうだし。あ、でも雪下ろしは大変かもね。
雪下ろしは大変って、そんなに雪が降るのか？ひなみ沢は。井戸は関東より南
Man,
なくらい
his voice is out of it
こ
though.
いだって暖かい土地なんじゃないのか？
Voice actor
ケ
had
イ
a cold
チ
for
くん
this
知ら
point.
ないの？
Shut the fuck
ひ
up.
なみ沢は豪雪地帯なんだよ。
I mean, we're in the
大
mountains
雪
in a
が降
rural
る
area.
とみんな埋まっちゃ
I
うの。
would imagine.
Yeah,
玄関なんか埋まっちゃう時もあるんだよ。
we're at a high altitude, bro.
止めた車が完全に埋まっちゃって見つからないことだってあるんだから。
I wasn't aware of that. Mizawa was that bad of a place. When the dude is as bad of a place every time of the year, apparently.
It's always bad here. We're in the middle of nowhere.
We're gonna
Like the
fucking
Kurds
die
probably-
here. It's way too much snow.
地理の授業で習ったでしょ。日本海側は大陸からの寒風がそのまま流れてくるからね。山脈で遮られてぬくぬくしてるような軟弱な太平洋側とはわけが違うんだから。
俺軟弱でもぬくぬくでも何でもいい。寒いのは嫌だ。
これは今年の冬はケイちゃんを寒さに慣らすための強化合宿が必要だね。
嫌だ嫌だ、全力で嫌だ。寒いのは嫌いだ、強化合宿も嫌いだ。両方合わさったらもっと嫌いだ。
Mion laughed more uproariously than she ever had and told us to bring out the tea and left out her seat for the moment.
でもね、冬は冬で楽しいことがいっぱいあるんだよ。冬の部活もね、きっと楽しいんだよ。
冬の部活か。実に嫌な響きのある部活だぞ。寒中水泳やら雪中行軍やら。
Man,
ここ
I
は
feel
い
bad
つ
for
から
these
八
kids.
甲田山になったんだ。
How's that?
They just want a normal life.
確かに冬場の罰ゲームは辛いのが多いね。雪が降ってる校庭でリオのカーニバルをさせられたことある。
See, a Terror Club cared for nothing. I think they all realize this is not happening.
Yeah.
So, they're only winter events.
And that's one of the things where like, man, there's a point where you just start to miss the club games.
I would if they were written better and paced better.
テーブルゲームで遊べばいいじゃないかよ。
ケイチくん、そんなこと言ってると冬場はいっぱい負けちゃうかもね。ケイチくん、罰ゲームいっぱいでレナは負けない。
はうじゃねえ。
I settled things with a cross chop to the head.
盛り上がってるな。壁が薄いんだからぶち抜かないようにしてよね。
Foreshadowing? Question mark? The paper sliding door open and Mion returned with a pot and a complete set of tea.
お茶受けはごませんでいい？羊羹とか気の利いたものがなくて申し訳ないね。
Should we be drinking anything she gives us?
あ、いいよいいよ。別にお茶を飲みに来たわけじゃないし。
Alright, time to lock in. She did it. That one careless statement reminded us what we had nearly been able to forget. Wanted to enjoy this peaceful time for a little longer, but we would put an end to that with those honestly careless words. When she noticed the smile, the affirmative expression, Mion too changed hers. It's all cheerful air like a warm spring day until a moment ago and slipped through the cracks of the paper door. Although altogether disappeared. There's no point in regretting it now. We did not come here today to chat and enjoy ourselves. Mion suddenly poured the tea. During that time, both her and I sat kneeling without uttering a word.
どうぞ。召し上がれ。
I don't, I'm not a word of knowledge and those natural words of courtesy.
毒なんか入ってないよ。そこまで信用ないかな。心外だね。
Mion gave a bitter smile then let her shoulders droop. Who wants to start the conversation? All remained silent. Remained silent hoping someone else would speak up first. It's however one thing we didn't want to do, and so we sat for there a long time. Last Mion Stars really opened her mouth to speak.
おいおい、ケイちゃんもレナも逆はそっちなんだよ。用があってきたんじゃないの？そっちから切り出してくれなきゃおじさんも困っちゃうんだけどな。
I exchanged glances. We both resigned ourselves. I opened my mouth to speak first, so I stopped her. Yeah, you should probably start this.
ケイチくん。
いいんだ。俺は来るべくして来たんだ。俺から喋らせてくれ。
うん。わかった。
ケイちゃんが私に何の話かな？
So you remember that time I said I was fucking your sister and doing drugs? May have been a lie. Really?
Like, wait a minute. You said that you were fucking drugs and doing Mrs.
うち
T.
のレナはケイちゃんとは釣り合わないね。
Holy shit.
味噌汁で顔を洗って出直しておいで。
Not the words attachment amongst me always showing consideration. Mion said those mean things that told him a normal voice, and it drained the tension from my shoulders.
ミオン、
Mion.
まず謝ることがある。
ケイちゃんが何を？
I should have been fucking you and doing drugs. That was my mistake.
綿流しの晩、俺は神社の祭具殿に入ったんだ。
Could see Mion's expression merely become harder.
入ってはいけない場所だったのは知ってた。
Mion locked in.
でもほんのちょっとした探検のつもりで悪気はなかったんだよ。でもいけないことだったんだよな。謝る。この通り。
Then my deepest sincerity, I pressed my forehead to the table. My other way is frustrating myself. Very well sitting enough if I raised my head right away, so I left it there on the table for a while. Mion didn't say anything. My face down, I could tell what sort of expression Mion had. Only the voice of the cicadas filled the room. Next to them I could hear the sounds of the clock ticking. That was all. So I struggled to be from having my head down for so long. Mion told me to stop.
参ったな。いきなり直球勝負で来るとは思わなかったよ。参った参った。
I've had a very stressful few days. See, Mion's face was calm, but she was smiling faintly.
ケイちゃんにとっては面白半分の探検でも、それが笑い事では済まないと思ってる人たちも大勢いるってことをちょっとでも理解してくれたならそれでいいよ。業に入りては業に従えって昔から言うもんね。
あれからもう何日も経ってる。今更だとは思うが謝る。悪かった。許してくれ。
A few pitiful tears welled up within me. If I'd done this sooner, maybe nothing terrible would have happened.
いいよ。ケイちゃんが悪いことをしたと思ったならそれでいいんじゃない？
Mion spoke like it was someone else's problem. I wasn't happy about it.
みーちゃん、
Oh, she's locking
ケイ
in.
チ君はちゃんと真面目に謝ってるんだよ。みーちゃんも真剣に答えてあげるべきじゃないのかな。
私は真剣だよ。レナには私が不真面目そうに見える？
No.
見えるよ。
You don't. Now let's give her a tit for tat. The room's atmosphere began quickly to grow sharper. She was right. Even though I can't misspeak from the heart like this, it felt like she hasn't been taking this seriously. Obviously, Rena isn't fond of that.
ケイチ君、もういいよ。全部話そう。みーちゃんもそれを望んでいるようだし。
I had known it would turn like this from the beginning. I hadn't come here prepared for that. Much of my willpower bit my lip.
ミオン、おとといリカちゃんとサトコを呼んだろ。
覚えはないけど。そう思うに足る根拠があるなら聞かせてもらえる？
Present the
夕
evidence!
方過ぎのお夕食前の時間、リカちゃんが来たはずだよ。お醤油の大瓶を持ってお裾分けしてもらいに。
I was trying to keep her from showing any reaction, but I missed her eyelid twitching just a little bit. Hey, you didn't expect us to be that.
どうしてそう思う？
そんなに難しい話じゃない。みーちゃんも見たでしょ、リカちゃんの部屋。
Mia put a finger to her forehead and acted like she was
冷
thinking.
やっこがあるのにお醤油がなかった。そして流しの下にあるはずの醤油の大瓶も瓶ごとなかった。
何それ？それが私のとこへ来る理由になるわけ？
Keiichi, present the evidence.
いい加減にしろ。お前が自分で回覧板に書いたんじゃないか。醤油をお裾分けするって。
Mia scratched her head. I heard her even so faintly click her tongue. As though we found out she'd purposely given a little too change for a servant. Oh, that's all I could feel from her.
そしてみーちゃんはリカちゃんを隠してしまった。
Hannah hesitated for a moment. Until she wanted to use that word erase, and then she was struggling to find another word.
そして本当はそれで終わりのはずだったんだよね、みーちゃんにとっては。
そりゃあどういう意味かな。
But why Satoko?
リカちゃんがみーちゃんの家に行くことをさとこちゃんに言い残していたのは誤算だったんじゃないかな。
They were roommates.
そしてさとこちゃんはみーちゃんの家に電話をした。うちのリカがお邪魔してませんこと？うん、きっとこんな感じ。
似てる似てる。
みーちゃんはちょっとまずいと思ったんだよね。リカちゃんがここに来たことを知る人間がいたから。だからさとこちゃんも誘い出そうと思った。
誘い出す？へえ。どんな感じでかな。
Mion prodded Rena on as she was trying to get the good part of an interesting story. I, however, knew it would be watching Mion change the whole time. She was restlessly twirling her fingers. She clearly lost her calm. Of course, it was really a slight thing. Only I, who had been watching her this whole time, would have known. Mion was panicking. What Rena was saying must have been a bullseye.
きっとこんな感じだよ。
Still got a bit of congestion in me.
さとこ、実は今日食事を作りすぎちゃったんだけど食べに来ない？リカちゃんは先に来てもう食べてるよ。こんな感じ。
Satoko, bet!
Yeah.
Scratch. Mion
Scratch.
sales done.
Record scratch.
へえ。電話の内容の記録テープがあるわけでもないのに、どうしてそこまで。
I'm psychic.
冷蔵庫にさとこちゃんの作った2人分のお夕食がまるまる手つかずでラップに包まれて入ってたから。
For me, oh my god, she's like, what the fuck? What are you on about? First in front of her was Rena.
そんなことでどうやったら電話で喋った内容まで察しがつい
I
ちゃ
know
うわ
my
け。
friends well.
Yeah.
長くなるから説明は省くけど、冷蔵庫の中身がみーちゃんの呼び出した話の内容まで如実に物語っちゃってるの。
Yes, John remained on the floor. The only way I can describe her face. Like, what the fuck, man?
これはとんだ名探偵が身近にいたもんだよ。まさか冷蔵庫の中身だけで電話の内容まで見破るとは。参ったな。参った参った。
Jim burst, Mion convulsed into laughter. Laughter, though, definitely didn't make us want to laugh as well. Mion grew tired of her dumb laughter, heaved a big sigh, and scratched her head. Almost seemed like Mion lost a detective punishment game for the club or something. A punishment decided. How fun that would have been if it were true.
とんだ名探偵か。みーちゃんこそ大石さんがした会話の内容までよく察しがつくね。大石さんも私のこととんだ名探偵って言ったもの。
As soon as she heard Oishi-san's name, Mion's eye began to display panic more clearly so that anyone would be able to tell.
ミオン、警察はもうとっくにお前を疑ってるんだ。この家も大石さんの部下が踏み込もうと 今も様子を伺ってる。
In terms of the faint calm, it looked like she was having a hard time with that. Part of her couldn't believe that the police had her surrounded, and she closely examined Rena's facial expression. However, she couldn't detect the hints of falsehood. And Mion didn't accept the fact that the police were encircling the house. Unless they have a trap laid for them.
みーちゃんが
富武さんと高野さんもミオンなのか？
Nope. Mion didn't answer our rapid fire questions. The clearly impatient eyes, which were still feigning calm. As Mion Vincent lazily readjusted her cushion and sat herself upright. Where are they, Mion? At that moment, the atmosphere in the room completely changed. Mion's expression also changed. Patience and wonderment expression disappeared, and she became so solemn you think she would be able to conduct the tea ceremony. I could sense it.
Ceremony.
Shut the fuck up. Listen now, this moment. Mion ceased to be Mion, but changed into Mion Sonozaki, the current heir to the Sonozaki house. The solemn atmosphere about her was clearly abnormal. It was entirely different from the Mion that I knew. You got that point across, Keiichi. Now I could believe it. Now I could believe that she was the young leader commanding the entire Sonozaki clan. Mion quietly placed both her hands on the tatami mat and gave a beautiful, elegant bow. This is really a tea ceremony, and named herself.
初めてご挨拶申し上げます。園崎本家当主跡継ぎミオンでございます。
Mion's one was so elegant they could cut. Couldn't even answer her. And Ren and I could do was watch, baffled at her actions, which we could never imagine her normal her
本
doing.
日はようこそ園崎本家においでくださいました。当主お涼に代わりまして、皆様にご挨拶申し上げます。
If she's
皆
even
様に
still
おかれ
alive.
ましてはいろいろお尋ねになりたいことがおありの様子。私にお話しできることでしたら、包み隠さずお話ししたいと存じます。
What? What did Mion just say? That like that? On God?
On God.
For real? For real. Distraction resolved in her eyes.
本当
Then
に
she said for real.
何を尋ねてもいいんだな。
知る限りをお話しいたしましょう。皆様もそれを望んでここにいらしたのでしょう。
What are tomorrow's lottery numbers? Keiichi! Sorry! I exchanged glances. Mion thinks he wanted to ask Mion. However, we hesitated a moment on which we should ask first. And the first question Rena gave was
What
extremely
did she
abstract.
just ask? What did she just say?
This question everyone wanted to know right now. Where are they?
どうして
Why?
こんなことを
Why? You know, that's a good one. Why? One would ask as well. Why would you do this? That only goes for Rika-chan and Satoko. Went for the mayor, Takano-san, and Tomitake-san as well. No, even further back, well, the incidents occurred every year in Shion. And Shion. And Shion. Request to make try to put it into more concrete terms. She finally opened her mouth to speak.
その問いに対する答えは少し長いものになります。それでもよろしければ。
Exposition time.
No, no, I don't like
ご
that
清
coming for
聴
a
い
real
ただきた
Keiichi
く存
character.
じます。
She spoke clearly. She spoke with clarity that grandmother might use when telling a story from a long time ago.
ひなみ沢村がかつて鬼ヶ淵村と呼ばれていたことをご
Very
存知
intimately
です。
familiar with it by now.
Mm-hmm.
Ren not letting the shot me a glance as the invite did. Returned to her nod. Yamazawa wants to call Onigafuchi village, yes. I heard all about that from the night Takano-san in the ritual storehouse. I believe the demon blood ran through her veins and cut off all the contact with the outside world. They were worshipped by those in the village on all foot of the mountains and treated like transcendents, those capable of magic. Maho.
そうです。鬼ヶ淵村のご先祖様たちは鬼の血を引く誇り高き仙人たちでした。麓の村々の人たちは崇め、そして敬いました。ですが、そういう空気も徳川の世が終わるとともに廃れていきました。
The black ships arrived, the end of the samurai era. The end of the national isolation ended. The tradition of worshipping Onigafuchi village quickly disappeared. Those things that linger in the past were too all to be detested. That was the kind of era it became.
明治になり、古い歴史を持つ鬼ヶ淵村の名称は一方的に ひなみ沢村に
What does
改められてしま
Hinamizawa
い
mean?
ました。古い因習を一掃しようとする明治政府の思惑が強く働いたのだと聞かされています。
The abolition of feudal domains, the establishment of an era begins, seeing Japan sprinting the stairs that were beyond their means to try and reach the same level as the rest of the world. All the things of Western style would be extolled, while all traditional things were scorned. That was the sort of era it was.
Onikafuchi, like the name Onikafuchi, means the
そう
abyss
いう
of
時代の
demons.
激変の中で
Um,
滝壺に落ちていく
Sorry.
花びらのように
And Hinamizawa itself.
I guess there's not a real direct translation. So like this person's breaking it down. Thank you, Reddit.
Reddit will always answer your questions.
Hina refers to the Hina doll from the Girls Festival. Mi is to see, and Zawa is a mountain stream, alternatively a wetland or a swamp.
So, doll, ocean, swamp?
No. See as in like to look at.
Oh, doll looking at a
doll
swamp.
looking at a swamp.
Doll looking at a swamp. Does that mean anything to you?
No, I don't know.
あっという間に鬼ヶ淵村は消えてしまったのです。
At last, Japan provoked the great European powers, colonizing countries in Asia one by one. Mion policy increased its wealth and military power so it can stand as a global power in its own right. Conscription began. They won war after war. The first Sino-Japanese War, the Russo-Japanese War, and the Pacific War broke out. Directly climbed the staircase towards modernization. Pacific World War, that's World War II, right?
もう鬼ヶ淵村の不可侵性は失われていました。かつて仙人と崇められた村人たちは否認扱いを受け、神聖な鬼ヶ淵村はいつの間にか合病患者の隔離集落の慣れの果てであるという根も葉もないレッテルを貼られ、苦難の時代を迎えることになったのでした。
Once again, the harsh days, one suffer unreasonably discrimination just because they were ones from the Onikafuchi. Children in the village at the foot of the mountains were taught not to go near Hinamizawa because the filthy germs were rampant there. Children would come in contact with children in Hinamizawa would cry and wail. Their parents puff out the spot they were touching by rubbing salt on it. All the adults said to children that if you got lost in Hinamizawa, you'd be kicked down by demons, cut into pieces, and devoured. Never ever go near the terrifying village of the man-eating demons. That's what we taught them. That's what he taught them. Another said that during a famine long ago, people in Hinamizawa gathered up all the corpses and discarded into the dry riverbeds. They cooked and ate them in order to survive. A groundless story said to be seriousness. Baseless slander added to baseless slander, making Onigashfuchi village historically accurate, thrilling history of the world. Perhaps the chain of undue discrimination manifested people's anxiety towards the uncertain times. Of course, the story didn't only have the perspective of children. If anyone found out they were from Onigashfuchi, we turned down from any job you applied for. Bless you.
Yeah.
People even go back on engagements and marriage proposals. As for marriage, where one partner had lied about it, soon the truth got out, they were made to divorce.
Jesus.
裁判を起こしました。出身の問題は離婚する重要な理由にはなり得ないと訴えて、でも敗訴しました。出身の虚偽は結婚の上での重大な詐称行為にあたるのだそうで。
ひどいね。そんなの。
I remember such discrimination towards small villages in civics class. Just because others knew you were from a tiny hamlet, you'd be subjected to every societal disadvantage it was. A modern form of bullying. I memorized it because it got me on a test one time. Recall being suspicious about it and unable to believe such discrimination occurred in modern Japan.
自業自得と言えないこともないのかもしれません。
Stupid
私
boy.
たちのご先祖様は自分たちに鬼の血が流れていることを誇りに思い自慢し、麓の人々を蔑んで暮らしてきたのですからね。その神秘性で麓の村人たちを怖がらせ、畏怖と貢ぎ物の献上を要求してきたのですから。
That Mion smiled for the first time, albeit in self-mockery.
太平洋戦争中は国民一丸のスローガンが流れながらも、ひなみ沢村の人々はさまざまな差別を受け続けました。数え出したらキリがないくらい。夫や息子を戦場に送り出し、15の女たちも心がすさんでいたのでしょうね。当時をよく覚えている祖母は、それは苦しい時代だったと回想しています。
A bitterly long war, however, finally ended in 1945.
多数の男手を失ったひなみ沢にも、ようやく父や夫、息子たちが戻ってまいりました。もちろん帰らぬ者も多かった。それでも男手がなく村を維持することにすら限界をきたしていたひなみ沢にとって、それはとても喜ばしいことでした。
Recruiters GHQ set work drastically improving mindsets and strove the abolition of unfair discrimination. They could feel daybreak and the dismal night they were the
敗
previous
損
era.
寸前だったひなみ沢をもう一度立て直そう、そういう機運が高まり、
I forgot to warn
村
you.
人たちは村を少しでも豊かにする
Japanese
ために
military
働き
history
始めました。
Again,
Yes.
it's gonna go into Sakonia, isn't it? The entire
Oh, yeah.
rural fortune of the vast number of dealings in the black market. That was Mion's grandfather, the husband of the elderly current family leader, Sohei.
総
Sohei?
兵は中国
Yeah,
大陸
Hey,
に出
an
発
elderly
し、
man taking
ハルピン
advantage
で
of the
食料
post
倉庫の管理をしてい
World War
たと。
II Japanese.
撤退時に上官や仲間たちと
Economic.
協力して軍の管理を
This is a
オースト
joke,
ラリア
by the
に
way.
結び
Anyone
出してい
case,
た
no
の
wants
です。
to misinterpret me.
それを瀬戸内海某所に
Yeah,
隠
there's
し、
somewhere in.
No, it's not a joke.
闇市で高値で売り
It's
さばいて
true.
大きな富を得たのです。
Sohei didn't spend a fortune in his own pleasure either. Just the entire amount to his wife, the head of the Sonozaki house.
廃れたひなみ沢を復興させよう。村人すべては家族であり、この富は共有の財産である。現当主である祖母はそう宣言しました。この大きな富はその後のひなみ沢の復興の大きな力となったのです。
Soka. Was that Himezawa came back to life, and that's how the Sonozaki family established its current prosperity.
もちろん闇市で財を成したことを妬む人たちも大勢いましたが、もう村人は気にしなかった。
They succeeded in one business venture after another. Those who had succeeded freely supported those who followed them. The giant family Himezawa, tied together with strong bonds, kept expanding its influence. The Sonozaki family, the center of everything, would be extolled for a long time as the mines began Himezawa's revitalization.
その活躍の中心人物がみーちゃんのおばあちゃんなんだね。すごいよね。大活躍。
I mean, they built a town up from scratch pretty much, yeah.
Leon looked honestly happy when I had praised her.
ですが、昭和30年頃にまたしても逆風が吹き始めます。それが人肉缶詰疑惑でした。
But what?
The what? The canned flesh? It sounds so hideous to hear and made me nauseous.
祖父、園崎宗平の上官だったと名乗る男が告白したのです。あの缶詰は人肉の缶詰だったと。
Himezawa, a village in which demon lives and ate humans. They were just about to wipe away that cursed stigma. Ah, dang it. I finally decided to see a peaceful lies, grew hazy, and disappeared. Shocking truth, as revealed by his former superior. Stolen provisions for the old Japanese army that had been a huge cornerstone for Himezawa's revival had been canned human flesh. Why were there cans like that? Isn't Sohei just the manager of food warehouses? His superior revealed that Sohei Sonozaki did not have a job in managing the food.
実は宗平は戦時中、ハルピンでベストネズミの駆除や伝染病患者の死体運搬の仕事をさせられていたのでした。
Had been unfair treatment, all because of the lowliness of his origins. As a result, though, he returned safely without having been sent to the front lines, so being detained. Perhaps he was the only fortunate thing to happen to him. Following Sohei was enlisted as an assistant at the military medical institution. There, however, he found something even worse than low score and depressing customs of Onigafuchi village. The research they were carrying out. The Keiichi? The Keiichi?
This is a cut line.
Keiichi, you've heard? Oh. What could it be? Pretty sure it was Unit 731. It was a nightmare
Wonder why
unit
this was censored.
actually aware to break into deadlock in the war. As many as the people as fodder for horrible human experiments. The methodically observed how many days the new strain would take to kill the victims. However, how many days it would be when injected, how many days it would be swallowed. They dissected many people to find that out. Sometimes they wouldn't bother waiting until they were dead and dissected them when they were still alive. They would strap them to the centrifuges while still alive and question the decompression chambers while still alive. When a live human decompresses, all the holes in their bodies get pushed outwards. The intestines get pushed out of their anus like a snake biting out of it. I have a feeling I saw something like that on a documentary one time.
胸くそが悪くなるぜ。それでもひなみ沢の人間を蔑むのかよ。
本当に。
Yeah, agree with me. Give me a faint, sad smile. Seems like we're on the same side right now. We just need to talk about our feelings.
僧兵がいた部隊はそれよりはもっと温情的な研究をしていました。それは戦地での困難な食料調達に関する具体的な手法の研究でした。
I think that that actually was censored in later releases because that's a real thing that happened.
I could believe it. That doesn't shock me.
Unit 731 is notorious.
These after another. Spirit and morale lowered as well. They wouldn't be able to maintain their forces at this rate. Apparently this is where the research started. At first it was to find methods of living food battlefields. It was very broad and included things from violent methods like stealing it from citizens to survival methods like how to cook unfamiliar insects and plant life. They work out the details, he kept straying off course and going out of control. But finally they knocked down a door called Taboo.
戦場で一番入手しやすいタンパク源は何だと思います？
And I knew the answer without being told. So we didn't answer.
そう。彼らは人間を食材として扱う方法を研究していたのです。彼らは時には敵の、時には戦友の血肉をハンデでも戦い抜くことが国に報いる究極の方針になる。そういう競技を大真面目に組み上げていったのです。滑稽な話ですね。祖父を人肉食いと蔑んでおきながら、自分たちはさらにその上を言っていたのですから、祖父はいつも思っていたそうです。たとえ自分が卑しい食人鬼だとしても、彼らはそれよりもはるかに醜い鬼なんだと。だからいくら蔑まれたってちっとも答えないと。
At last, they had a handful of test prototypes. When the soldiers learned it was human flesh, however, the scientists couldn't make anyone eat it. So it was apparently sent to the front lines. The cans were labeled meat substitutes so they wouldn't accidentally eat it themselves, and stamped the bottoms with a circle.
お腹を空かせた前線の兵隊さんにはどの試作品もとても好評だったそうです。中でも醤油で煮たすき焼き風のものが一番好評だったそうで。
もうやめてよみーちゃん。気分が悪くなってきた。
Everybody was pale faced and looked she was having difficulty continuing to sit on her knees. You know, it looked like she had more to say, but sighed lightly and stopped there.
じゃあ、そのミオンのじいさんが持ち帰ったという缶詰は？
真偽はわかりません。晩年まで僧兵は人肉であることを否定し続けました。ですが、ひなみ沢の急激な復興を妬む人々は、人肉を売って財を成した鬼畜と呼び、村人をまたしても蔑み始めたのです。また、子供たちが生やし立てられ、石を投げつけられる時代に戻ってしまったのです。
Stifling silence came back. What a seriously hopeless and sad story it was. Discriminated, we're discriminating against, discriminated, and we're discriminated against. What's the attack worth and rank to it? Why can't they live without looking down on people? Why can't everyone enjoy life together? Keiichi. You're a naive dude, but you're a good
当
person.
主である祖母は、ある時、村の子供たちにこう言いました。
They throw a stone on one of you, then the two of you must throw stones back. The children asked her, What if they threw stones at two of us? Of course, the answer was simple.
2人に石を投げられたら4人で石を、8人に棒で覆われたら16人で追い返し、30人に中傷されたなら60人で怒鳴り返せと。
Finally, children asked, what if we were attacked by 1,000 people? And that answer was simple.
1000人に襲われたならひなみ沢の全員で立ち向かいなさいと。それは決起を促す劇のようですらありました。祖母は園崎本家当主としてだけでなく、ひなみ沢の母太郎として立ち上がったのです。
Halfway through 1955, the time where riots were over the treaty with the U.S. were rampant, a time of battle and action. People of Himazawa joined together and fought, treating unfair discrimination towards one as a crime against them all. Didn't matter whether one was a child or an adult. They heard that a child had been told off, that everyone would crowd the house of the perpetrator, acting as a whole. Adult had been treated unfairly, men and women, young and old, will all band together and stand up against it. If you met up with people from Himazawa, you'd be in trouble. They probably figured that if they could make the others think that, they'd win.
ケイちゃんも町で不良に絡まれた時、たくさんの人たちに助けられたのを思い出しませんか？
Recall how much of an impression it left on me. The people in Yamazawa boldly came to my rescue, yet the people of Okinomiya averted their eyes so that they wouldn't get involved.
祖母が戦い、両親がそれを引き継ぎ、ようやくひなみ沢にも
I
平和が
get
戻
it,
り、
but there's gotta be a line somewhere.
その平和もとても薄い川の上に乗ったものです。この100年の歴史を見れば、今の平穏など揺れ返す天秤のたまたまの狭間としか言えないでしょう。
どうして？
Can I really have an opinion on such a long and difficult history when it hadn't been moved here more than a year ago? Yes! Yet I said it
どうして
anyway.
みんなで仲良く暮らし合えないんだよ。高野さんに聞いたお社様の昔話はどうなったんだよ。
Man and demon joined hands and lived together in harmony. Did Oyashiro-sama remain in the world to watch
お
over
とぎ
that?
話です。人と鬼は実在しても、それを調停するお社様は実在しなかったということです。
それでお社様のたたりを起こすことになったの。
A cool gust of wind blows from from the outside, flooding Mion's long, beautifully clear hair. That's green, my dude. Mion had kept a refreshing smile with the answer, and then changed her expression when that became a silent answer.
ひなみ沢村を再び鬼ヶ淵村のように崇められるに足る神聖な存在に。それが我ら鬼ヶ淵村の末裔の
That's
悲
a
願
bit
で
cultish, my dude. Maybe.
園崎本家の鬼を継ぐ者の宿命なのです。
鬼を継ぐ者？
我が園崎本家は代々当主の名に鬼の一字を加える習慣があるのです。私の名前を手のひらにでも書いていただければ一目瞭然かと。
Trace of the word Mion on the palm of my hand. Oh, she's right. The character for demon is there.
名前だけではありませんよ。この体にも鬼が刻まれているのです。
She said that she quietly rose and began to lay her hand on her clothing.
いいよみーちゃん、見せる必要なんて全然ない。
ありがとう。
That just exchange, I guess what she meant. Most likely, somewhere in her body, there was a permanent seal, such as a tattoo or marking that proved that she was inherited the demon. Mion didn't sit back down. She smoothed down and opened the paper door onto the porch. Fresh and breeze began to cleanse the damp air, filling the room. Mion quietly gazed out the wide yard for quite a while. On her shoulders was something I could never imagine the normal Mion carrying. It was the heavy, heavy, truly heavy history of Hinamizawa. No, of Onigafuchi weighing down on them. Why was she just like stalling for time? You know, I'm gonna put that possibility on my head for the moment. Renus wasn't saying anything to her either. One of the voices of cicadas drowned out the silence. And last, after a long period of nothing, Mion murmured,
この5年間の連続事件ね。私が直接関わったものもあるし、 間接的に関わったものもある。いくつかは園崎家だけでなく他の御三家の君吉家や古出家が関わっているものもあるけど、その全ての中心に私がいたと思う。
She did it all without turning around, her back to us. At some point, her torn voice had gone back to being the me. Yeah, I noticed that. It went back to her voice.
私は自分のしたことには信念を持ってるし、罪の意識などまるでない。あるとすれば、私の後継ぎも決まらないうちに舞台を退かねばならないことくらいかな。私を捕まえて、それで法治国家の体裁が整うなら、それも時代の流れかなって。この100年で一番平和なひなみ沢を見ながら引退できるのは、ひょっとすると歴代の園崎家の当主で一番の幸せなのかもしれないし。
Mainly on his shoulder against the paper door, then slid down and flopped onto the ground. It was an act of such resignation that seemed to made me hurt inside. Numerous terrible crimes beyond my part suddenly began to fade from my mind. Hey, Mion. I don't care what happens after this. Can't you just try to struggle as much as you can? Try to run away? Sometimes began to sing to Evan as his ringing voice filled the room.
でもみーちゃんはリカちゃんと
Yeah, I
さ
was
と
about
こ
to
ちゃん
say,
を殺したんだよね。
why them? Her word pointed stabbed my chest by not being directed at me. Why our
他の
friends?
人のことは殺してもいいとも言わないよ。でもとにかくみーちゃんはリカちゃんとさとこちゃんを殺した。
And she is very not happy. Very more than I ever heard. Even now we all knew the heavy history pressing on Mion's shoulders. She had criticized for killing our friends.
私が園崎家の役目を負うように、リカちゃんだって古出家の役目を負っていた。その役目が西宮殿を守ることだった。
Chest tightened.
去年あたりからリカちゃんが言ってたのは知ってたんだよ。西宮殿の勘抜きが重くて辛い。もっと簡単な鍵に付け替えたいって。先代の神主さんでも重いと嘆いてた代物だからね。リカちゃんに辛いのは重々承知だった。
僕がちゃんと番をしますですから、もっと軽い鍵に変えてほしいなのです。
On behalf of the Sonozaki family leader, represents a string of freak incidents to be people instant towards Oyashio-sama, so you shouldn't replace the lock with a simpler one. That said, the leader of the Kimiyoshi family, old man Kimiyoshi, if that's ever you, Rika-chan, then I think it's okay for you to replace the lock, he said. The fact it was locked with a key was an indication of being somewhere you mustn't enter. There's somebody bad enough to break through it and go inside, he said. They have to be really stupid, he said. Imagine arguing with old man Kimiyoshi is selling so much. Yeah, we decided to change out the locks in their house and switch to the really cheap padded lock.
おじいちゃん、本当に大丈夫なんですか？バッチャもできることなら鍵は前のままの方が良かったと言ってます。
You want to open the bars?
心配し
You
よ
know
う
what?
かな。
Fair point.
何かあったらおじいちゃんがちゃんと責任を取ってあげるから。
本当ですね。君吉家の当主として責任を取られるという意味ですね。おじいちゃんもこの中に収められているものがどれだけ神聖なものかよくご存知のはず。
大丈夫なのですよ。このひなみ沢に鍵を開けて勝手に入ってしまう悪い猫さんはいませんなのです。
She was technically right. She was technically right.
That was a year ago.
A year ago. Sobs came from my mouth. Something hot and wet dripped down the space and fell into the tatami mat.
西宮殿に賊が忍び込んだという話は綿流しの祭りの
Who ratted it last
私の
fell?
耳に入っていました。賊は4人。その日のうちに手が下されることになりました。同時に西宮殿に賊を許した古出家のリカちゃんと
But why Satoko?
責任を問わなければならなくなっ
That's
て
the part you could not excuse no matter what happens. Drip drop. But nah, inside it was Mion's fault that she killed Vika-chan and the others. That was wrong. I mean, that's just not wrong. Don't kill Mion. It was me.
俺が 殺したも当然なんだ。
ケイチ君。
I had a chance to stop this tragedy from happening, and yet I didn't. Sheep curiosity got the better of me, and I didn't. If at the time I had stopped us from seeking the ritual storehouse, Nikachani and the others would have to die. If I had, then nothing would have happened. We would have been spending our days having lots of fun, like we always did.
俺がバカだった。
Shed my tears, I could take it all back, and I would have filled up the room with them. However, such a meager act would be enough to redeem myself for the crime I've committed.
ケイちゃんは何も悪くないよ。
They didn't speak to me, I was trying to reason with me.
私は園崎家の当主として手を下さなければならなかったけど、園崎家の歴史なんか今にして思えば大したものじゃない。そんなもの全部投げ出しても私は仲間を救うべきだったのかもしれない。私がそんなものに屈したからあの二人を殺してしまった。それは他でもない。私、園崎ミオンが殺したということ。私には踏みとどまる100億の瞬間があった。でも踏みとどまらなかった。安易に自らの役割に屈し、仲間のために戦うことを放棄してしまった。だからこれは私の罪。私が殺した。園崎ミオンがこの手で殺してしまった。それは何ら変わらない。何も。
Masochistic laughter was sad, especially because Mion boasted in the club that she would return the table if whatever predicaments presented themselves. It's so painful. It's like, Oishi-san, you got that down, right?
でもみーちゃんは自分の意志で一人だけ救ったんだね。
え？
Look back at her surprise when it stuck her finger right on my forehead.
ケイチ君だけを殺さなかった。こんなにも強い力を持つみーちゃんなら造作もなかったろうに。でも殺さなかったんだよね。
I feel this distinct lack of talking about her sister right now. It's okay, no one could stand up for her. Even our club had seriously tried to kill me. I've been dealt with from the very first night. Maybe it was sacrifice, but I was always left out in the cold. When did I first realize it? Even though people were disappearing one after another, for some reason I had this vague belief that I would be the one left alive.
さて、どうして殺さなかったのかね。鬼の私にゃ見当もつかないわ。ミオンの方に殺したくない都合でもあったんじゃないの？
そりゃどういう意味だよ。
I put a finger in her lips and said that Rena didn't need to talk.
大石は外で待ってんの？
うん。
逃げ場は？
ない。ぐるっと囲んでるって言ってた。無線でたくさんの車が来てるみたいだったよ。みーちゃん家の広い敷地を全部囲んでると思う。
I fell silent. My Mercer's words felt cruel. They weren't meant to be. Maybe they were trying to lessen her good friend's pain. Or by little, maybe they were considerate, like Gio was trying to help.
自首しよう。
She didn't open her mouth, but she smiled just a little.
私たちも一緒に行くよ。親友を一人きりになんか絶対にしない。
泣くことレナには勝てないわ。
She was scratching her head. Face had returned entirely to that usual Mion.
自分で自分の罪どのくらいになるかよくわかってる。たとえ自首が認められても多分もうここに帰ってくることもないと思う。
Couldn't say anything. The murder death Mion was involved in is just too large. So much that made me recommend that she turn herself and was in a way extremely cool.
だから最後にわがままを聞いてほしいな。
何かな。
30分でいいからケイちゃんと二人きりにしてほしい。
Maybe something came up. It looked like I was the only one surprised about that.
ケイチくん、どうかな。ケイチくんが嫌なら無理にとは
I
言え
feel
ない。
like, you know, 30 minutes, that's a very specific time frame.
嫌ならそれでもいいよ。
You should
私
probably...
は鬼だもの。
Fuck.
ケイちゃんはよそから引っ越してきた正真正銘の人間。
I
相
mean,
入れることなんて
he has a crush
お
on him.
城様が実
I
在し
know,
て仲介してくれない限り
but
絶対にない。
there was no reason for me to hesitate. Gambling and wealth but heavy on opposable tradition. The one who had forced to kill her friends with her own hands. That was me and me alone. Back with me cornered, it would have been okay for her to blame me. However, Mion didn't say one word of blame. Far from it, I was guilty of the same crime. She let me go. Amidst the fate she could not pose, she saved me alone. I didn't know whether I should be thankful for that. Thinking about it now, I didn't know how much easier it would be. By which Uzi began the same punishment as Zika and the others. I mean, if you want to go kill yourself, you know, you can do it right now. I don't know. Thing I was thinking for sure, equal duty to bear, the sins that Mion shouldered. So when it came to Mion's last request, there's no reason for me to hesitate. Nah.
Easy.
Let's go.
No, let's go, Rena. Let's go.
ありがとう。私からもありがとうを言うよ、ケイチくん。
I stood up. Looked like she would keep her promise to Mion and leave. I have a bad feeling about this.
いいよレナ。ここで待っててくれれば。ケイちゃんとは庭をぐるりと回りたいだけだから。
Wait right at this little... You see this X on the floor? Like, wait right here. Right here. Yeah, a little more to the left. A little more to the right. There. You're good.
嫌だよ。
Comically large piano.
みーちゃんの本はみーちゃんのものだもん。
Hey, return of the
勝
large
手にレナ
piano.
の家に持って帰れない。
あんたはこんな時に限っていい子なんだから。
Mia took her head and rubbed it violently. Am I the only one forgetting that phone call from last night? Remember that phone call from last night, Keiichi? Where she impersonated her sister and kind of laughed? Or maybe that was Shion. Hey, you should go talk about her sister. Like, you haven't brought, like, you brought Tomitake-san.
He's a little bit dense, alright? I mean,
Like-
just a little bit.
もう二度と帰ってこれないって。
Tomitake-san, Takano-san, like, Rika and Satsuko, like, all tragedies, but you're kind of forgetting Shion.
みーちゃんが
Yeah, what
短
happened
期
to
を
her?
起こさないように見張ってね。
And not surrender herself to justice, instead choose to put an end to things herself. I don't know, I never really thought that far ahead.
そんなこと絶対にさせないから。
I want to trust her, dude, but I have a horrible feeling about this.
じゃあ言ってあげて。
Not and follow Mion, who had disappeared out the front door. Like if the police chief catches on, it's game over. You're gonna stop from the other side of the paper
ど
door.
うしてみーちゃんは鬼なんか継がされちゃったんだろうね。それは仕方のないことだったんだろうね。でもあんまりにもかわいそうだよね。
Something hot burned down my cheek. They were my tears. Fiercely wiped them away. This was the last time I called for Mion, so I couldn't absolutely desire to see my tears during it. We were on the outside of the front door. Sorry about that. Twisted Sisters. I put my shoes on, tapped my toes against the floor a few times. Why was she doing all red like at a time like this?
腕組んでもいいかな。
Such a modest request. I have a feeling this is the last chapter.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just got the trophy for the last one. Hey! Child been given a toy. Took my arm.
私に腕を組まれたらなんだか緊張しちゃわない？例えば急に関節技を決められちゃうんじゃないか
Oh
な。
boy, my heart's
なんて
racing,
思ったり
man.
と
I
か。
have no idea what's
姉
about
妹
to
揃って
happen,
同
but
じ
I.
ことを言うんだな。
Do you ever get the feeling that something real bad's about to happen?
You fools!
You
Messed up.
during nostalgic days of bustling commotion on Angel Mort, kind of backing down with a maze. It only been 1 week ago. I mean, arm in arm with Shion then. Oh right, Shion!
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit.
Really, they were twins. How much strength they put in Sensation arms are worth and the blood flowing. I feel the living sensation were exactly the same.
シオンもケイちゃんのことが好きだったみたい。
Did she?
そうなんだ。
Or was she just like, I don't think she, I don't know. I jumped back right in the face. Right now though, no matter what hurt, my mind remained at peace. Yeah, your sister. Let's talk about her.
ミオンとシオンは仲は良かったんだろ？
さあどうかな。ケイちゃんは自分の右手と左手は仲がいいと思う？
え？
Uh,
右手と左手？
Actually,
そ
no.
れは仲
They
がいいと
actually
か
beat
悪い
each
と
other
か
up a lot.
そういう言い方
It's
で
a
例え
serious
るものじゃ
problem.
ないな。
Keiichi,
そう
what
い
the
う関
fuck?
係だから。仲がいいとか悪いとかそういう尺度では測れない関係。
It sounded like they meant they got along really well.
例えば利き腕というものがあるように右手と左手には間違いなく優劣の違いがある。もしも鍋つかみが片方しかなかったら迷うことなく利き腕にするでしょ。そういう差はあったんじゃないかと思う。
Not really. I wear the other mid on my left hand.
だからといって
Keiichi, shut
So
up.
you have the
左手が
utensil.
なくなったっていいなんて思う人は誰もいないはず。そんなよくわからない関係だね。
Is your sister dead?
それは近くにいすぎるから見えなく
She
なっていた
alive?
って
Can I ask that
きっと
question?
とても仲のいいことなんだと思う。俺は一人っ子だから祭りの前日ミオンとシオンが二人してじゃれ合っているのをすごく羨ましいと思った。
ないものねだりじゃないの？双子なんて昔は人をからかったりしてそこそこに面白
Like
かった。
right
こう
now!
して互いがはっきりと異なる個性を持った今
Sorry,
では
sorry, locking it,
か
locking
えっ
it.
て邪魔なだけ。
They were cursed, they were self-conscious. The relationship was hard to understand for an outsider. Maybe that was an issue with someone like me should intrude on. Just staying silent and nodding gently was the best way to advance the conversation. Mion passed through the wide yard, inviting me into the big, desolate forest we had seen on the way in. This big forest is part of the property, so I can help but feel small.
でかい森だな。子供の頃はいい遊び場だったんじゃないのか？
Mion seemed to be silently reminiscing. I couldn't look at her mind, but she was probably thinking back to those fun days where they played as sisters without any antagonism. Every time the wind blew across the treetops and the leaves making a squish, swishy murmur sound. Mion remained silent for a long time. Thinking back on her younger sister, whom she had gotten rid of with her own hands. There was no need for me to get a word in. Just walking like this, arm in arm, was enough. Mion suddenly stopped and turned.
シオンはまだ生きてる。
Oh,
本
interesting!
当か？
Mion took her hard look in my eyes and nodded quietly.
誰よりもむごたらしい死に方をさせてやろうとずっと考えて閉じ込めておいたけど今日までその方法はとうとう思いつかなかった。
It sounds as though she hated Shion, but also deep down she didn't completely detest her. Took my hand and rustled Mion's hair with it. Mion not only saved me, she saved Shion too. Mion may have become a demon that made people to the depths. But she fought against it. She was able to save 2 people. It's too bad she couldn't save the 8-year-olds.
Yeah.
Put it down, Mion. She
Very
narrowed her eyes.
sweet guy, though.
Taking out my arm from mine. Then Mion quietly said,
来て。私の罪のすべてを見てほしいから。でもそれはケイちゃんにとってこの上なく辛い光景かもしれない。
could sense it. They would probably find all the sacrifices up until now. Looking at them, when we accepted Nika-chan and Sasako-san's death, Oh, as well expected that my best friend had done it.
すでに起こり終わってしまった事実だけれども、ケイちゃんは見ないことを選んでもいい。そうならばここで待っていて。私の手で全て終わらせるから。
Thinking back about how ominous that sounded. I wonder what Rena told me. Mion might not surrender herself to justice, but choose to put an end to things herself. Couldn't leave her on her own. Besides, I agreed to her last request, didn't I? Even if it was hard for me to accept, I'll still do it. Avoid looking. It was something that had already happened.
何を見たって。俺にとっての園崎美音は最高の親友だ。それは変わらない。一生。
Teetops softly swayed in the wind.
あんたもレナもどうしてこんな時ばかりかっこよくなるんだろうね。
Well, I say something rude by backer and reading the question, but today I didn't. I answered with a smile. And last Mion started walking. To the thick forest, to the deepest part. Following the dim path that looked like an animal trail for a while, we finally came across a steep incline with a twist tunnel that reminded me of a coal mine or bomb shelter. We were surrounded by shallow hills. It was created in a spot not visible from the outside. There are many silhouettes of crows in trees here and there. The abnormal order I've been smelling for a while, so doubtless they escaped from inside that place.
引き返すなら今だよ。ケイちゃんの中の園崎ミオンがどんな人かは知らないけれど、中に入ればそのミオン
Why
は
did your mic quality change there?
変わらない。
Oh, sorry, interfering for the trees.
園
What does
崎
that
美音
mean?
は俺の最高の親友だ。
Clenched my fists. Inside, there was probably a sight beyond anything I could imagine. I let my guard down, I might end up vomiting. Or dead. So I'll endure it. Come this pain and suffering. I'll never change that Mion was my greatest friend. Fuck you, Rena.
私はただの鬼だからもう人間の気持ちはわからないけれど、ミオンがあんたを好きになったのよくわかる気がする。
他人事のように言うな。お前はミオンだ。鬼じゃない。血の通った人間で俺の仲間なんだ。
You made great just like she was wiping tears from her eyes and placed a big hand on the door, hand on the big door of the tunnel. Alcott was soundly strong looking. Seemed to demand the appropriate resolution for whoever entered, just like the ritual storehouse. The door below was open, a stifling rotten air and a bunch of winged insects came rushing out. I actually remembered killing a hermit crab a long time ago by leaving its tank out of the porch, and how intense the odor it left was. It was the smell of a corpse. That was certainly what this smelled like. Inside was pitch black, and Mion flicked a switch to turn on a light bulb, illuminating the interior. After a series of intricate wooden tunnels, past spaces that looked like they were for storage. Past places that looked like someone lived there. All this indicated that had been used as a bomb shelter and stockpiled during the war. To give an impression of a dugout bomb shelter that had been left there, though, there was a silence of dignity as there was a second Sonozaki house constructed underground. I told you! Underground bunker! I mean, in pitch darkness below the ground, voices of the cicadas and through the air hole somewhere, giving it a very mysterious feel.
最後殿の中見たよね。あの拷問道具の山を。あれはすべて鬼ヶ淵村の厳しい戒律を守るために作られたものだった。戒律を破った者を見せしめにむごたらしく殺してみせる。そういう道具だった。
大昔の話だろ。
本来は見せしめの儀式。綿流しは御三家が取り仕切る儀式だったんだけど、君吉家と古出家の衰退、そして時代の変化によって行うことはとても難しくなった。
そりゃそうだな。この現代日本で犠牲者をのんびりと沢でばらして殺せるなんて思えない。
だから園崎家は作ったの。現代でも綿流しの儀が行えるように。秘密の場所を。
Over a large, strikingly different door.
for a second, like I had like blanked out for a second. So I thought that she was talking about like carrying out Wataganashi, as in like the cotton, like putting cotton in the river was difficult. And I was like, what do you mean difficult?
Look, cotton's really hard to pick, Keiichi. Want to start with which influence? Ah,
い
shit.
ろいろあるでしょ。一部のものは実際に西宮殿から運び込まれたものなんだよ。
Well, those things had been rusty and covered in dust, so it didn't seem that real.
Oh, this looks a lot like the other storehouse. Yeah, we didn't have enough art to do 2 CGs, so we just it seemed alright.
Hey, do you mind if I light a cigarette in here? Yeah, sure. Burn, son! Perhaps a precaution with a splatter of blood. Walls and ceilings were covered in kind detailing you would see in bathrooms, and there was even a drain amongst the slight slope in the floor. Also, a cord rubber hose along the walls attached to the faucet, perhaps for cleanups of splattered blood. The other
大
sister.
昔の当時の書き物によるとね、
The other sister down here.
血のしぶきってのは犠牲者に負担をかけない割にはインパクトがあるんだってさ。綿流しは見せしめの章だったから、私のご先祖様たちは様々な章を考案してたんだよ。
Just at Mion point deeper to the torch room, spot veiled in the darkness. There was surprisingly a room floored with tatami mats and the corner of a pile of cushions.
鑑賞席なんだよ。綿流しは見せしめの章だから、客がいなきゃ意味がない。
Couldn't speak, and I couldn't think of anything to say anyway. Probably been stupid. Mion revealed lots to make her heart feel any lighter, and perhaps I should listen for as long as I needed to. As long as I'm not.
みんなここで私が殺した。見てくれている観客はいなかったけど、私は綿流しを上手にやってみせた。いや、観客は一人だけいたかな。
え、観客？
私という鬼がミオンの執り行う綿流しをずっと見てたから。
Got some self-deprecation. It was a nice sounding laugh.
向こうが牢屋。
シオンはそこにいるのか？
Yeah, slightly. Mion's Watanashi ended today. Need to tell Shion that I was safe without a moment's delay. Don't let your guard down. So she'll probably tell me she at this very moment. We're gonna worry about when she would be killed. Yasa entered the door on the other side open, revealing what's been an extremely spacious space and the echo it made. Mion groped around in the darkness. A handful of lighted light bulbs came on up there. As just more and more the great cave showed itself, the faint light. The walls were a bare rock surface. I also established that bomb shelter was the most apt term for it. There were small barred rooms built here, and there was like holes made by insects biting into the way a giant piece of fruit. Making clear that each of them was in the prison.
みんなはどこにいるんだ？リカちゃんやサトコは。
したい？
Yeah? Can we ever say this outright?
ああ。
Yeah, can we like at least bury them? Like, give them some form of solace?
そうだ。いつまでも暗い中じゃかわいそうだろ。
虫が湧くと嫌だったから井戸に捨てちゃったよ。ごめん。
Okay. Where's your sister? So I can't even see their faces in death. Again, my feelings of regret having confessed everything that Rika-chan came searching for. I think she was doomed anyway. I'm gonna attach the word 30 and what she said I might have punched her. Calm down, my bada Keiichi. Say to yourself, no matter what, Sonozaki Mion is your greatest friend. Fuck you, Rena. You hear myself say it out loud. I came to climbing the bars in one of the cells deeper in. I noticed it, I looked up as well.
シオンか。
ケイちゃんなの。
Ran over to the cell. My hands were peeking into the gaps in the bars. It really was her.
大丈夫か、シオン。
Why don't we see
怪我はして
anything?
いないのか。
Uh-oh. Shion's face twisted out of shape as she screamed. It was because Mion appeared right behind me. Of course. Shion didn't know that everything was not over yet. Is it?
落ち着けシオン。もう全部
It's just your sister!
全部
Who's behind my back! Spoke at a calm voice command to try and soothe the agitated Shion. However, it didn't seem like it was getting through her screams.
シオン、ご機嫌はいかがだった？
落ち着けってシオン。もう終わったんだよ。大丈夫なんだ。だから落ち着け。
Shion was screaming and rattling the iron bars back and forth with truly a frantic state. I don't blame her. Give her a slight shrug of resignation, giving way to Mion. Realized that Mion was the one who locked her in here, and if Mion was the one who scared Shion this much, and Mion was also the only one who could put an end to this. I spoke from my shoulder. Quietly.
安心しなよ。あんたは殺さない。まだまだ殺さないんだから。
Oh, who could have seen this one coming, Keiichi? I couldn't have. No. No. Brought you all alone to this fucking underground torture chamber. Who could have seen this outcome coming? My bada, Keiichi. You stupid fuck. If Rena is hurt up there, I'm throwing you down that well. Keiichi, maybe now's the time you punch her.
そんなに死にたければ、この男を殺した後にゆっくりとひき肉にしてやるよ。古式にのっとり、獅子の先端から少しずつ。
Keiichi, do something! Lock in, my dude! Rena's out there, Shion's here. You gotta... There's two people you need to take care of right now. Did he just like walk away to... Oh!
I know, right? Like,
he's so stupid! He's so...
It's just... honestly, like, I can't, like...
Like, I get it. To a certain point, I get it. Right now, no,
but
like...
Right now?
Right now! My dude! My man!
Rose clueless.
He's so stupid! He's
Yeah.
so stupid! It's like, if it's just your own life, like, fine, be stupid, but you gotta help her out.
No, I hate it.
Like
they kind of set it up so well, and then they completely fumble it with Keiichi just being just fucking stupid. Literally.
Oh. What is he? What? My bada, Keiichi. I swear to fucking Oyashiro-sama, I will personally throw you down that well. You dumb motherfucker. Kei-chan. I'm actually being unflinching terrible with words this late in the game, but I'm dumb. When I turned around, here comes the giant fist. Hey, girl. Yes, but so much it was hard to believe. A twist in the shape of the center crescent moon. It was a smile. Cause it's like a jolt of electricity. Person here wasn't my best friend Mion. I should do something. I should do something.
Yeah, it's almost like Mion's long gone.
Yeah,
Keiichi.
it's like
look at that.
It's looking like maybe. I wonder if Rena's not fucking dead by the comically large piano by now. She's like, shit, he's
They are
dumb.
Huh.
Fuck. gotta go,
But
gotta
also-
go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
Also, they went into an underground bunker that was hidden in the forest.
Oishi-san! Keiichi fucked up! Come on in! Keiichi fucked up. That's our signal. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Do they have a radio or something?
He
I
said
don't even know they said that. Yeah.
he said they have a one-way microphone, so if they scream loud enough, he'll hear them and come in.
Ah, okay.
And who was she? Bion. Bam! I saw sparks flying behind, like when I get hit in the back of the head, you fucking dumbass. Strength of my body drained instantly, my head suddenly became heavy. My knees buckled on the temptation, hit the floor. My whole body... One blow, my dude! Hit the floor, but was comfortable as if falling to someone... into a down-filled futon. My consciousness failed and receded.
I've never been hit with a taser before, but like everything, I could see that being how it is.
Did he get tased, or...?
He said he saw sparks flying.
Oh, okay, so he
Yeah.
got I feel like we brought up a taser before.
Yeah.
But you're still halfway far away. No, you wouldn't be listening. You wouldn't be hearing it. Okay, fine. If you got, I thought he got hit, but like, if you got tased,
Alright.
fine. Okay, okay, you can go down. Later, later, told you no interest. Hearing all my ears on my own vulgar hysterics, I didn't think any. No, I know it didn't interest me.
さーて、どんな方法で料理してやろうかね。そうだ、釘台なんかどうかな。あのちびがき二人組に試したかったんだけど、手が小さくて高速台にサイズが合わなかったからね。あれにしよう。
Rena, please tell me you locked in. Please tell me. You help me from behind and drag me across the floor.
If you can find the entrance.
Maybe she like, I don't know, maybe she tracked them. John's emotions split outwards. She burst into a bitter weeping. Crying well, with Mion's interest, she had flung me down and returned to the prison cell again.
あんたも可愛い声で泣けるじゃない。あんたのわざとらしい辛い針には虫唾が走ってたんだけど、やっぱりそういうあんたが一番似合ってるよ。ミオン姉さん、お願いです。私をどういう風に殺しても構いませんから、どうかケイちゃんだけは見逃してあげてください。お願いです。
She don't always act as though she was a cut above her older sister. Maybe this talking is gonna give Keiichi some time to develop a plan. You know, this is scoffed.
I don't think he can move right now.
You know what? He should just deal with it. An expression of cold indifference. One else plainly
あ
smiling
ん
with
たの希
joy.
望なんか聞くつもりは全然なかったんだけど、あんたがあまりにも面白い声で泣くものだから、なんだか聞いててやってもいいような気がしてきたかな。思えばあんたには姉らしいこと何にもしてやれなかったからね。はいはい、ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。じゃあさ、これまでのことを謝ってみせてよ。そうしたら私もこれまでのことをすっかり水に流してあげてもいいかな。そうしたらケイちゃんだけは見逃してあげなくもないよ。
Mion said she might let me go, but she never said anything about letting Shion go. For long, she hung on her hands and knees behind the bars, began to speak weak words of apology. They were too faint for me to hear, but the intention got across. If I haven't watched her with a magnificently jubilant expression, Mion kicked the bars and declared she was unsatisfied.
そんなので私の積年の恨みつらみが償えると思ってるわけ？こんなんじゃダメだね。やっぱりケイちゃんからひき肉だ。待って姉様、もう一度だけ。
Mion stopped and waved her hand again in resignation. Not because she had grown impatient, but because she was taking delight in abusing Shion.
ろくろく満足に謝れないあんただからね。特別にお姉が心に届く謝罪の仕方ってのを教えてあげるよ。一度しか教えないし、一言一句でも間違えたらアウト。いいね。
ありがとうございます。
Mion's little voice cried out, having become oddly hoarse. Sensation tearing through my chest, turned a little at a time. I realized feelings of anger bubbling. Oh, is he about to lock in? Can you control my body? Okay, okay, quickly. Feeling my skin, blood flowing. Okay, the more she talks, the more time you have to recover. Still can involuntarily move my fingers.
ちゃんと覚えられたかな。ではやってごらん。誠心誠意、鉄頭鉄尾、心を込めてね。ちゃんとできたなら、あんただけを殺してあげるから。はい。ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。
Something was strange. Something had become strange at some point. Till just a few moments ago, I was sure this being Mion, but at some point, somewhere she becomes someone else. You fucking whatever.
Mion, I knew. Gone.
Mion, I knew for a month is now gone, and I should
お
have.
姉ちゃんはちゃんと聞いててあげるから。園崎シオンは
I ran over to Shion's earlier. The real thing had swapped out with a fake right behind me. Anyway, this couldn't possibly be Mion.
園崎シオンはミオン姉様の足元にも及ばない気仙で癒しいメス豚でございます。身の程をわきまえず姉様に働いた数々のプレーを
Wonder if I left the oven on.
ほらほらその調子。少しは許してあげようかなって気になってきたよ。
Blood circulates through my whole body, okay? It's coming back. Come on,
Keiichi.
Keiichi. That is returning. Slow more. Come on. Come on. Shion's still holding me on. No, that thing pretended to be Mion's attention. Hurry up. Come on. Come on. Come on.
生意気だったこれまでを反省し一生ミオン姉様に
Shion, speak very slowly.
忠誠を誓いますですから。
Mion burst of laughter echoed through the room, big cave, growing to a terrifying level. That was not the laugh of someone who was alive in this world. It was none other than the laugh of a demon from the bowels of the earth. She laughed from her stomach and she grew tired of it and stopped smiling suddenly as if sniping a wire.
いいよもう十分面白かったわ。あんたがそこまでプライドを捨てられるとは思わなかったから。うんうん。十分に愉快。
Then began to drag me again, as I finally got to feel my body back and put toward the torture chamber. Come on, dude. A few seconds to lock in.
姉様殺すのは私だけ。
Come on, Shion.
その人許して。
I wonder if she knows if she's stalling for time. I wonder if she's...
ちゃんとあんたは殺してあげるよ。ケイちゃんの悲鳴をたっぷりと聞かせた後にね。
Come on, say something that draws her attention. Like, come on, I know you're in hysteric, but we gotta pull together. Drag me to a table, she swiftly strapped me into the... Damn it.
Aww.
Rennie was sprawled on the bound. Well, it's planned Rena. Make a silent fist and tightly restrain each one of my fingers. Press on my hands, my fingers are that tightly with hinges, locked in place. Door to the big cave with jails and left outfits. I could hear Shion's cries of mortification the entire time.
Just real quick. knowing that Mion and Shion both have the same voice actress, this whole scene must have been hell for her.
Yeah, this is like talking to herself. No, there's a
And having to switch tone so
and like
much.
this is the only part of the scene. There's been a I've noticed we haven't had a any sort of background in quite a while, so it is just one one woman yelling at herself.
ケイちゃんの若い悲鳴をたっぷりと楽しみな。
いい加減にしろ。
Ah! 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 The first action did was a toe off on saying that looked like Mion. Oh! Oh! Is he locking in?
ようやくお目覚め。私、さっき嘘をついたね。
Yeah, I kind of
シオンを
figured.
一番むごたらしく殺してやろうと思って閉じ込めておいたけど、まだ思いつかないって言ったやつ。あれが嘘。
Mion borrowed something that looked like a toolbox. From inside, she removed a large metal hammer, and next to that, she began to line up what looked like a strangely shaped nails, whose ends had been turned into hooks, like the kind you see on a harpoon.
あの子に自分のせいで死ぬ大勢の人の悲鳴をたっぷりと聞かせて、体の芯まで染み通らせてから殺すの。なかなかセンスいいでしょ。
お前は誰だ？
は？ミオンでしょ？園崎ミオン。恐怖で頭が変になっちゃった？
違うな。
If you're not Mion, if you're not my best friend, then the gloves are off! Mion snorted and continued preparations for the horrifying torture.
へえ。じゃあ、私がミオンじゃなかったら、私は誰なわけ？
鬼だ。
え？
お前はミオンじゃない。さっきまで一緒だったミオンを返せ。
ケイちゃん、本当に頭は大丈夫？恐怖で頭がどうかなっちゃった？
触るな！この鬼め！返せ！ミオンを返せよ！俺の最高の友人だったミオンを返せ！
I stood there for a few moments with her jaw hanging open, not having expected me to say that. I myself knew that I was about to go insane. Knew it was nonsense. The man Mion's return when she was right in front of me. But, this person in front of me couldn't possibly have been Mion. There's no way I could accept that. Because this is what I thought. Mion really had been possessed by a demon, was controlling Mion, as a separate personality. Mion was just being a victim manipulated. The evil one was really this thing. All I've been doing is this demon possessing her. Mion heard that, she started to cough, laughing so hysterically she started to cough and almost choke.
あんたって本当におめでたい人だね。園崎ミオンに殺されようとしているこの瞬間に目の前の私を否定するわけ？こんな面白い人が世の中にいるなんて初めて知ったわ。
笑いたければ好きなだけ笑え。だがお前が何を言おうと俺はお前がミオンだなんて認めない。ミオンを返せ。退け鬼め！
ケイちゃん、私を笑い涙で溺れ殺すつもり？
Yes! No matter what, I wouldn't lose to that laughter of hers. I shouted loudly. I shouted from the bottom of my heart so the real Mion trapped inside the Mion in front of me would be able to hear it.
頑張れミオン。こんな鬼畜生に負けるな。本当に強い。お前の力を見せてくれ。
The tears welled up and flooded down her face. Her hands were busy with the restraints, so she didn't wipe them. She would just let them flow.
頼むよミオン。
Come on.
ミオン、どこでお前はこんな鬼に負けちまったんだ。お前はこんな弱いやつじゃないだろ。負けるな。戦え。戦え。
Yeah, displaying during her laughter, pressed on long nails to the tips of my left pinky. In the left hand was a hammer. Outside with a dozen more nails. I could tell what she was about to do, so I wish I couldn't. And so I could afford to be scared. That was why I shouted.
お腹の筋肉がよじれて痛いよ。もういい？そろそろ始めるよ。いい声を出してね。これはケイちゃんへの拷問である以上に、シオンへの拷問なんだからさ。
どうしてこんなことに。ミオン。
And I wept. Only sobs came out. They weren't acceptance of the torture about to perform, however. They were tears of regret that Mion lost to the demon. Yet a small change didn't occur in Mion in front of me. Her heightened excitement was draining little by little. By the time I realized it, the one in front of me had returned to being Mion.
ケイちゃん、メイドの土産なんて気の利いたものじゃないけれど、どうしても知りたがっているようだから、一つだけ教えてあげるよ。
Didn't know this was Mion. Just display a momentary humanity, the demon had recovered.
私の中に鬼が宿ったのはずいぶん前。その鬼は私を蝕み、強行に駆り立てようとした。だけれど私はそれを理性で押さえつけた。鬼はそれで収まり、私はその鬼はどこかへ行ってしまったんだと思い込んでいた。でも本当は違った。私の中から出て行ったんじゃなく、私の中で眠っていただけだったの。
I thought there was tears forming her eyes.
その鬼はある小さなことをきっかけにまた目覚めてしまった。それは何に原因があったと思う？
It was sad, yet reproachful light in Mion's eyes.
わかる？
I don't know what gave the demon the chance to beat Mion.
鬼の私が教えるのも変だけれど、あんたが全てを狂わせてしまった元凶。
Tears welling up in her eyes, spilled downward all of a sudden.
あの時、あんたがもらった人形を躊躇なく私に渡していたなら、
Really?
全ては狂い出さなかったかもしれない。
I'm not surprised. That's all I got. That's all I got when we had our clubbing in the toy store that Sunday?
ケイちゃんには理解できないだろうね。理解できなくて当然。だけどね、そこからドミノ倒しみたいにパタパタ
Okay, it's
パタ
probably the chain of
い
events
ろ
that
んなも
even
のが
led
倒れ
to
始めて、
my encounter with Shion.
収集がつかなくなってしまった。
Right.
初めの小さな一つを倒したあなたに自覚がないのは当然だろうけど、あなたが元凶なの。
そんな。俺が。
あんたがミオンを泣かさなかったら、私は起きなくて済んだのにね。これで十分？メイドの土産は。
A mistake. That made on that day was what messed everything up.
そんな。嘘だろ。
自覚がないのは当然。でも紛れもなく元凶なのはケイちゃん。あの時あんたがさりげなく人形を私にあげていたら、多分こんなことにはならなかったと思う。
I wanted to say, it's like I remember something as I recalled that day. My dad told me about it, and I thought I apologized. Apologized to Mion, though. It's been Shion. Fuck! No words. Oh, God. If I hadn't said a single word of apology to Mion, today I can't... Yeah, oh, my God! If I never said a word of apology about this, I'm just thinking of it. When I apologized for going to the ritual storehouse, Mion looked a little bit lonely, like she was disappointed. I was thinking that! When he said first up, I need to apologize. Like, do you want to also apologize about the stuffed animal while you're at it? Why didn't I realize that until just now? It told me at the time, now herself. No, the demon was telling me. Is the only way for a dense idiot like me to be cured is to die altogether? Perhaps so. I could no longer hold back the hot tears from pouring out of me. Simply just cried and cried, and reflected indifferently on the taste of my tears, only the taste of regret.
じゃあそろそろいい？この拷問はね、とてもシンプル。左手の小指の先端の節に釘を打つ。順に親指まで打ったらまた小指に戻って、今度は真ん中の節に釘を打つ。この調子で15本の釘で左手を打ちつける。それが終わったら次は右手。それが終わったら次は。まだ意識があったら教えるね。指先ってたくさんの神経が集まってるから、ケイちゃんが想像するよりもはるかに痛いよ。両手30本を打ち終える前に失神しちゃう人もいるそうだから。
I pressed his nails to my left pinky. My wrists, my arms, all the joints of my fingers strapped down, so painfully it hurt. I couldn't even twitch.
他の人を拷問するときには何のためらいもなかったけど、なぜかあんたにはためらいがあるよ。
それでミオンの鬼が収まるなら。
So say to the demon and do with me what you will.
あんた、本気で言ってるの？
俺が傷つけたミオンの痛みに比べれば、こんなの大したことないんだろ。気の済むようにするといい。その代わり、2つ約束しろ。
Mion was silent. She did, however, wait for me to speak.
俺を気が済むまで痛めつけたら、シオンは許してやれ。最後殿に忍び込んだ罪には、それで十分見合う仕打ちをしたはずだ。
あんた、この後に及んで自分よりシオンの心配ができるわけ？
もう一つは、気が済んだらもうお前は消えろ。その体をミオンに返してやってくれ。それだけだ。
あんたって人には命乞いをするとかそういう考えは思い浮かばないの？
約束2つじゃなくて3つにしていいか。3つ目は俺を殺すなにしてくれ。
最初に2つって言ったでしょ。だからもうダメ。
そいつは残念。
Yeah, that's an abnormal situation. Mion and I laughed quietly together as a staring in stupid joy. I can't blame a guy for trying, can you?
私は約束を守らないよ。鬼だから。
その時は仕方がないさ。
Called tightly in my face and enduring the pain at the dentist's office. Right now, though, they were open all the way into my fingertips, so I couldn't even grip them. Instead, I tapped my toes. Okay, do it. Get myself ready. So do it. You're waiting this like the hammer and nails is scarier. It's going to diminish my readiness after all. Put down the hammer and gently stroke my cheek.
ケイちゃん、今の3つ目の願いだけは聞いてもいいよ。
I say I wish. Save me. She'll agree to it?
1つ目の願い、シオンを救うこと。これはもう無理。シオンは鬼が殺してしまう。それはもう決められたことだから止められない。だから諦めて。
Delicate fingers slide my cheek to my chin.
そして2つ目の願い、この体をミオンに返すこと。これももう無理。 今日を境にミオンが戻ってくることはもうない。今日以降もし私の姿があったとしても
Are we still good to go?
それ
Are
は
we still
姿
good to go to the police
私
after
の
this?
姿をした鬼だから。
そんなことはない。ミオンはミオンだ。もう戻ってこないなんて悲しいことを言うな。
聞こえる？あの音。
She gently closed her eyes and listened. Definitely heard as well. Uh-oh. Is that the noise Chion heard that night? No, that noise that repeated at fixed intervals. A low noise accompanied by vibrations. A lot of people were ramming into the iron doors to this underground ritual. Oh, are they here?
Police found the entrance.
Yeah!
遅いから。
Rena! Thank God! I love you!
こんなに頭が回るのだけは計算外だ。
Oh, it's over.
それについては同感だよ。
Mion grinned like she'd been outwitted and took something that looked like an electric razor out of her pocket. When she pressed the switch on, pale blue sparks let out with a snapping noise.
見たことないでしょ。本物のスタンガンだよ。違法品なんでかなり出力が上げられるようになってる。
The mic quality, Mion.
さっき俺に食らわせたのはそれか。子供のおもちゃには向かねえぞ。
そうだね。
She wanted to use that stun gun on me. Able to move, I felt her press a cool lump of metal to my neck. Slam. Heard a roar as though they'd broken down the first large door. The halls were a bit complex. The sides of the store were very torture chamber. There was nothing in their way.
殺さないけど、しばらくケイちゃんにはお休みしててもらうね。すぐに大石が来てくれるから。ちょっとの我慢。
Feeling the same shock as before. Getting my teeth wasn't going to help much, but I clenched them tightly anyway. However, just as she did, she was about to hammer the nails in. She hesitated a little. Cracked open my tightly closed eyelids.
ごめんね。ミオンを怪我して。
ここに入る前に約束した。何があっても、俺の中のミオンは変わらない。
でも忘れて。今日以降、もしも私を見かけても近寄らないでね。それは私の屍に取り付いた鬼なんだから。
What are you talking about? As I tried to say that, a much stronger light than before shined, and the television was being off, my consciousness went black. Twisted Sisters, learn the truth. A string of disappearance occurred in Himezawa Village, Shishibone City, Access Prefecture. The suspect is Mion Sonozaki, blah, years old. Says have kidnapped 5 Himezawa residents between June 19th and June 21st. What? Actually, I want to turn off auto scroll. Okay. Says have kidnapped 5 Himezawa residents. Or you? Okay, so she is missing. Shion, Kimiyoshi, Rika Furude, Satsuko Hojo, imprisoned them and killed them. Preliminary investigation incidents were delayed at times due to insufficient evidence, but resolved coincidentally and shockingly. On the morning of the 23rd, a vehicle patrolling the Sonozaki property heard screams inside and rushed in as an emergency measure. They secured the suspect's missing young assistant, Shion's sister, and her 2 missing classmates, Keiichi and Mabara and Ryugu. Suspects fled the scene. Okay, so Shion's still alive.
Yep.
The even dark basement of Sonozaki property was believed to have been used to kill those who disappeared. We covered hair flakes, skin, blood for the other 4 missing people.
They got in before she was able to get Chion.
Was that a flashbang grenade that went off?
Yeah.
Missing person, a torch and a torch and the torch at Sunburn. Well, I'm glad Chion's still alive at the very least. You should probably never speak again. One of our imprisoned classmates' advice, you can insert the detached base in the Sonozaki property, which was in prison, believing that they were there. However, not located the suspect's escape route. Mission investigations continuing as our participation in the serial freak incidents of recent years, thinking it would give some clue. No evidence that Mion Sonozaki was involved, either directly or indirectly, has been found. There are many unclear points to the motive behind the incident, though the Sonozaki family, the resident Himezawa, have been extremely uncooperative in assisting us. It's a long time to clarify them. The opinion of the local officer knowledgeable about the region is that this may have been lynching. The eternal form of punishing such acts carried out against the beliefs that humans our village. Granted, these incidents are particularly rude in this region, and the prefectural police department has ordered a cautious investigation. Investigating vulnerable groups with missing persons believed to have been in prison for the longest time. She and Sonozaki, the suspect's younger sister. But her mind was struck by a grave after effects incident. She has not been in a state of mind. Ah.
Yeah.
Fuck. Psychiatric clue that she is in temporary state of shock, but it doesn't seem hopeful that she'll recover today either.
Yeah. It's not being brain dead, but
No, she's just out. Only a few days passed since that time. After that, I was rescued by Oshi-san and subordinates who Rena had called in. She's just not there.
A fugue state, I think.
Yeah, no external injuries. Most I was a small burn from my neck where the sun gun hit me. As I was having a checkup in the hospital, Oshi-san asked me all sorts of things. But I don't really remember what he asked or how I answered him. What I heard, surprisingly, Mion still hadn't been captured. There were apparently a great many hallways and similar rooms extending out from the depths of the prison. It wouldn't be strange if she had fled one of those and hidden herself. The one unfortunate administrator was Shion had been safely secured by the police. When I last saw Mion, she thought she was going to take me with her and then kill me. She probably didn't have enough time though, since Oishi-san came running in faster than she predicted. That was the only really fortunate thing to have happened. Of course, that rescued Shion, so having no external wounds and now a big wound deep in her heart. She was in severe state of confusion when I rescued her. Apparently she bit a police officer trying to resist. When we heard she was seeing Mion and everyone she saw. Hating not only the hospital, but even her own home. She had settled on somewhere in the Shishibone, hiding her location. Additionally, in the fear that Mion would come for her, she was moving from place to place every day. Her parents wasn't sure where exactly she was. Wherever she was living, even now, she was spending her days in fear of Mion's shadow. Poor thing. Police were investigating the Sonozaki underground storehouse at this moment. Since they couldn't find remnants of the other sacrifices, hadn't Mion thrown the corpses into a well? I feel I'd say that to him. I'm in a hidden tunnel vertical like a well, somewhere in those underground passages. Secret underground with any maps or architectural drawings. Just swallowed the remains of Rika-chan and Satoko, and everyone else was still unwilling to speak the truth. I was brought back to the basement again too, for an outside inspection of something. But I didn't remember.
That's fucking terrifying.
Yeah, but no, we're not gonna talk about that. I never want to go back there again.
Hey, Keiichi, yeah, you want to come back to the place where you're tortured?
Do I? 4 days afterwards, the Sonozakis live in Okinomiya. In other words, Mion, Shion's parents, the big name Yakuza, come to our house to apologize, bringing many of their followers with them. Hey, sorry about that. Dinner? How much the parents refuses to pile up many thousand yen bills, consolation money every day. Oh, we're indebted to the Yakuza indebted to us. The amount of the money grew each day and have passed 2 million yen. They were an envelope containing a letter. I don't know what was written in the letter. Parents talk about themselves for 2 whole nights. Decided to move away. Yeah, probably.
Yep. Hush money is strong.
そっか。引っ越しちゃうんだね。いつ？
Yeah, God,
来月
Mena.
の終わり。ひなみ沢には
She's the last one.
半年も
Do you
5
want
日
to
か
come
か
with
ったことに
us?
なる。
寂しくなるね。私一人しか残らない。
I smiled sadly. I just said yeah, so it made her even more lonely, so I changed the subject.
こう考えることがあるんだ。
That's how I broached it. Mion actually fled. I've been demon away in the truest sense of the term. When she went after she disappeared? That we didn't know. Was there. Where she had disappeared to. Hope there was a hobby shop dealing imports that kind Mion liked. That place she would definitely be free from burdensome fetters of her family. And lived on with Mion Sonozaki. But it's just Mion. Enjoy herself. Keiichi's already met with Satoko and Rika-chan. Must also been waiting for the day when I would join them. Spending all the time doing club activities. As lively they always were. Adachi smiled and nodded to me. The incidents the Sonozaki family are trying so hard to hide were too exposed by a magazine from a single tiny seam. Sequence of the geese and ears were pulled a long vine to the ground one by one, and for many days news of it were brought up in talk in the variety shows. Shows which are comedic silly, and never once tried to touch upon the grim, heavy history that Mion had been bearing. Made me mad to see them bring in stuff on jest, but there was nothing I could do about it now. How big of an impression those short weeks I spent in Himazawa have on my life? You no therapist is going to be able to help you. During these few weeks I met my best friends and experiences in my life.
Wait, what is it, like 8 weeks?
8, probably.
Yeah.
I'll
Like,
never forget as long as I lived.
Jesus.
Mion created. As the masters again treated her like a plaything, they would bottle her up, throw her out in trash, and she was bathed in their memories. Somebody, one of the fellow people who knew the real Mion, must always make sure I remember her. Beyond any doubt, that will surely become my offering to her. If you see her again, just don't approach her, man. The sky reached us so far, a towering cumulus exploded through it. The real summer was just before our eyes. Even now, whenever 10 p.m. came around, I expect a phone call from Mion, rather. As it was over, of course, she would never call me. But it was precisely because she wouldn't call me that I was scared of who would call me this time. Plus, Mion said I'd been caught. I couldn't say for sure that everything was completely over. And aside of that fear, though, was my prayers that Mion was safe. When I thought like that, I was able to sleep, even with such a terrifying thoughts. Lights were off. Before attacking when the lights were off, someone does something that scared me. However, that didn't change to regret within 2 days. The moonlight filtered into the gaps in the curtains, shone on the desk, and illuminated a doll. That's right. The doll that I should have given to Mion that day. She said it was imported from England or something, with all the rage, didn't she? From what she said, the most popular among them were the ones wearing the fluffy dress. After being released from the incident, the first place I went to was that toy store. Everything was apparently sold out besides the things in the storefront displays. I was confused once they said they wouldn't sell me display products, but when they realized I was a survivor from that incident, they immediately consented. Of course, even if I bought it, I might never actually a chance to give it to her again. Even knowing that, I waited for the opportunity to give it to her. Really like this, so the opportunity was the desk, so I could give it to her at any time. There was a weird noise. It was a noise I wasn't used to hearing. It's too big of a raindrops. It was completely different from the sound of lost bugs that made the floods and flights. Oh god. I missed her when I nestled back into my futon. Plunk. What's happened again? Wasn't hearing things. Definitely heard it. Where was it coming from? I got up and turned on the light. Second, there would be a third. Somebody thought I listened carefully. Plonk. A window. Some sort of pebbles were coming flying the window. I realized they weren't being blown from the wind. I gave a start. Looked at the clock. It was 2 a.m. Where would it be at a time like this? Finally peek out the front. Through the gap. At the gates, by being so late, I saw someone. I picked up a piece of gravel and threw it at the window. The window made a plonking noise. It wasn't.
Oh.
My breath caught my breath in surprise. That seemed me. That person was. Up the window, looked at the figure again. Why suddenly were deceiving me? It was Mion, or... It was Mion! She was alive! For unprecedented lengths, I made a shh motion so I wouldn't shout. I will nearly cry about it. Mion was in a very delicate position right now. If it was in the middle of the night, I shouldn't call out her name. Waited for her dressed in it right over, flung over my coat to help my pajamas, and flew out the door.
Keiichi, if you ever see me again...
Stay away! I did a triple backflip out the window. Just like Mion's like, oh, 10 out of 10.
Good job.
My final parting. Probably my final parting with life. You know what? If it's to make up for the mistake, whatever. God and thanked him. You know what? Even if he dies doing this, at least he gave the doll. He cares. And you know what? I can't fault him for that. Yes, I can. He's a fucking dumbass. So my sandals, locked the door, I hooked the chain, leaped out of the house, did a triple backflip. I've gotten really athletic in the past few days.
Mion!
Backwards long jump through the window.
お久しぶり。どう？元気にしてた？
Yeah, I've been speedrunning Super Mario 64. Keiichi, that game doesn't come out for another 5. Shh. Nothing morning. We haven't even fun like she did. Salsi, Mion. It was the real Mion.
お前、こんなところをうろついてて大丈夫なのか？
本当はいけないよ。
Apparently wasn't acting like she knew the police were following her. It's almost like she was a patient and gotten tired of staying in the hospital and snuck out. Features relaxed enough to make me think that. I could help but be surprised. Relaxation, I thought, was more like Mion. I was happy for it.
それよりどうしたんだよ、こんな時間に。
最後にお話ししたかったから。
I noticed them. Mion's forehead were big droplets of sweat. Question 2, which I thought to be a satisfied smile, was upon closer question tumbly slightly, realized he was forcing it.
私ね、もうここにはいられない。
Pain stuff began to enter her words as well. The smiling was just a feat for her.
大丈夫か？
She's holding back.
どこか具合でも。
今日まで頑張ってきたけど自分でもわかるの。もうダメ。もう限界。
What Battler's
私
doing
の
right
音階
now.
はもうすぐ後ろまで来てる。
He'd be taking his first gas station dick pill by now.
Like I forgot about that joke.
Yeah.
First, I thought the mouth called his way from me. Now you fucking dumbass. Keeping the demon at bay. Left her cut off and changed into rough breathing. We tried to rub her back, but she knocked me away.
大丈夫かよ。もう無理するな。な、そうだ。俺ミオンに。
To give you, Mion. The stall. I'm gonna do one last thing, because I knew how little time you had left. But this last thing, it... who could have seen that coming? You care, Keiichi. You care, and I will never fault you for that. Stomach. It's burning. Mion took a meat cleaver like a knife and stabbed me. Pushed it in tight and took it. Twisted. It. Mion. Hey. What? It hurts. I got on the ground. My stomach was so hot it was almost like spearing fire. Mion watched it and took a few steps back and cackled.
できた！全部できた！私が殺したやつは
Ah, shit, is she already gone then? That's what's Mion left me that day. He came back to me. Alright! If you see me again, don't run!
You'd think that for the last 2 days, this would be burned into his memory.
You think her last wish would have been
Yeah.
the thing? But it's a little too much for me to like believe he's just like.
Oh, hey, there's the eyes.
Oh, there you go. I deserve this.
That was a really good transition. I never noticed that before.
Can't. I thought we had finally be able to meet. This can't be on. Pool of blood, my own design. The doll I bought for Mion died in red. So red. Mion. The good fortune of being allowed to meet Mion once more. And the misfortune of that meeting me before torn apart before my eyes. Should I be grateful or cursed?
Where's Rena?
She's probably like, he did something stupid again, didn't he?
Her reticence is mostly tingling.
The doll I bought from Mion, the blood, had ruined it. No matter how I scrubbed it and scrubbed it, it was needlessly been ruined. Ruined. Sad moon was so white, it looked like frozen. No, it looked frozen. Technically is. Now it's in space. It's pretty cold up there.
Yeah.
June 28th, 1983. A violence occurred in Himazawa Village, Chichibu City, Noda Prefecture. It's fucking dumbass. The victim was Keiichi Maibara, victim of the previous string of disappearances. Around 2 a.m., he was stabbed in the stomach with a bladed object assessing the last case, Mion Sonozaki, and gravely wounded. It was discovered when his parents woke up and was transported to the clinic. Escape. Oh, he's alive!
He's alive!
That... you know what? He's a stubborn boy.
Yeah.
On the same day, approximately the same time. Fall incident. Okay, Keiichi conflict in City Prefecture. This victim was Mion Sonozaki. Aw. Did she make it out? Heard her having a big fight with someone, informed the manager. Manager used the master key to enter the room, discovered that the victim had fallen from her 8th floor balcony to her death. Poor Shion. Women been torn apart appeared to show traces of a fight. My neighbor had frequently visited the Sonozaki house for a long time. Testified that we heard sound like the two sisters having a fight, trading insults back and forward. It is related to the injury case that occurred the same day in Himazawa Village, perpetrated by the said incident suspect. Well, if she only got to, like, throw at least a few punches, at least she went out fighting. And fell straight down to the foliage of a parking strip. Her neck broke and she died immediately. Her clothing was disheveled and the markings implied a scuffle. We also believe, however, that it could have been an insanity-induced suicide attempt, based on the particular mental state of the victim after the incident. Conducted a thorough investigation on both fronts, suicide and homicide. Oh, it's still going.
5分だけですからね。
Mm-hmm.
刺激しないようにしてください。
It's gonna be a very long episode, but I'm not cutting into this.
いますよ。
Click clack. Door opened as I expected when she saw him came in.
どうもどうも前原さん。
So
ご無沙汰しておりますね。
we need to have a conversation.
その後、お
If
加
you
減はいかがで
see
すか。
someone you know is a
医
deranged
者が言うに
murderer,
は術後の回復は
you
順調だ
need
そう
to
ですが、
stay away.
あんたの顔を見たらまた
Hey,
傷
at
が
least
悪く
he's
なりそうです。
feeling.
こりゃ手厳しい。
Will gave a laugh that smiled off sweat. He's handed mom a bag of assorted candies. He purchased a souvenir in the corner of the floor of the hospital. Bleh.
すみませんお母さん。ほんのしばらく圭一君とお話しする時間をいただいてもよろしいですか。
Uncle wasn't pleased to saw a police officer talking to someone without her there. However, I insisted.
母さん、悪いけどほんのちょっとだけ5分でいいから。
So grudgingly, Mom left the room. She closed the door. She saw him grin wildly and looked around the room.
個室なんていい身分ですね。うちのばあ様なんかいっつも相部屋ですよ。そりゃもう賑やかなことで。ああいうところじゃ病気の重さが一つのステータスになるらしいんですよ。より重病な患者ほど偉いというか、威張っているというか。
大石さん、5分ですよ。できればこれが本当に最後の5分にしてほしいものです。俺はもうひなみ沢とは関係ないし、ここももうひなみ沢じゃない。
沖宮には総合病院はありませんからね。椅子よろしいですかな。ゆっくらしゅっと。
It's a large university hospital in Chichibone City. Split and urban, entirely different like the likes of Minazawa and Okinomiya. I believe Himezawa is part of the same city.
転院はいつ頃になりそうですか？
さあ、俺的にはいつでも OK なんですけどね。
My plans delayed a little because of my serious injury. Parents already left the house in Himezawa, though we were living in our new one. Plan to have me transfer hospitals to be close to the new house once I recover enough to be taken there.
転院先にまで来ないでくださいよ。本当に具合が悪くなりますからね。
いや、すっかり嫌われちゃいました。仕事柄とはいえ心苦しいですよ。
Took me back to the place where, you know what, I'm too
今日は
tired
これ
to
までの
argue.
罪滅ぼしに素敵なお土産をいろいろお持ちしましたので。
別にクッキーの詰め合わせなんか持ってこなくても。
それがね、実は中身はクッキーじゃないんですよ。ほら。
Just a little can of cookies and... Huh? Ow, 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 I'm stretching my scar.
前原さんの好みがわからなかったので、いろいろと持ってきましたよ。ほら。よりどりみどり、野原は黄緑ってなもんです。さあさあ、好きなだけ持っていっちゃってください。
Oh, he what the fuck?
こんな本なんか持ってこないでください。持って帰って持って帰って。いってててててて。
健全な若者がこんなところにずーっと閉じ込められてたら、さぞやご入り用だと思ったんですけどね。こんなところにいると看護師フェチにしかなりませんよ。世の中には
Is there a
看
bus
護師さ
stop
ん以外に
between
も
now
素晴
and
ら
the
しいものがいっ
point?
ぱいあるんですからね。今から専門を決めないで幅広くオールラウンドに行かなくっちゃ。
Oh, shit, that's awful. As Keiichi hides it under his pillow.
He like... Yeah, Yaboshi's vulgar pain grin. Somehow I understood. The fact that someone's bringing it up like this. And like he must have had something important to talk about.
シオンさんの件は
I mean, you quite literally might have well just walked into that blade. I was stabbed by Mion. Sion fell from a balcony and died. They said the police were investigating all possibilities, accident, suicide, and homicide, but it could only have been Mion's doing. Mion found out where Sion was hiding and pushed her down to her death. Nothing else was conceivable.
事故のわけない。ミオンです。絶対に。
鑑識の連中は自殺だとしか思えないなんて言ってるんですが、私も前原さんと同じ意見です。シオンさんを突き落とし、さらにあなたを刺した一晩のうちにね。
ミオンはまだ見つからないんですか？
そうそう。それを今日はお伝えしたくて来たんですよ。はい。実は見つかったんです。
あ、て。
Great, can I go see her? My bar-san. Clearly, the answer was truly over. I'm partly sorry that my best friend had finally been caught. I feel many other things too. My heart is a maze of emotions.
それだけじゃない。園崎家の例の地下、隠し井戸も見つかったんですよ。前原さんがおっしゃられてた通り、 失踪者全員の遺体をその底で発見しました。
そうですか。
A sliver of hope, the possibility believing that Rika and Sonozaki are alive, just when the fact the remains have been found. Gone.
あの地下に実に巧妙に隠されてましてね。いやいや、まさに死角中の死角でした。井戸状に掘られた垂直トンネルでして、はしごが設けてあって、下へずーっと行ったところに今度は横へ抜けるトンネルが作られていました。そこを数百メートルも張って進むと、なんと山中の古井戸に抜けられましたね。
過去の園崎家の当主が作らせた秘密の逃げ道だったんでしょうね。
でしょうな。明治以降に作ったものでしょうが、いやいや、よくもあんなものを作ったもんです。
みんなの遺体はその底に。
はい。逃げ道の通路よりもさらに下にコールタール状の泥水が溜まってまして、そこに無造作に投げ込まれていました。相当の高さから落としたわけですから、遺体はどっぷりと埋まってしまってましてね。遺体の引き上げにはだいぶ苦労させられました。
全員見つかりましたか？
Hope at least they wouldn't find Rika-chan and Satoko. That's what I wished for when I asked when I saw that hope was crushed in the blink of an eye.
はい。全員。それどころか死後10年以上経過したと思われる人骨も見つかりました。最低でも3人分はあると思われます。ひなみ沢の歴史の暗部というわけでしょうな。泥を全部吸い出したら一体何人分の骨が出てくるやら。怖い話です。
How would you have been pushing out Mion's shoulders the whole time? Mion.
今、鹿骨市内の過去数十年の失踪者を洗い直しているところです。諦められてた失踪事件もこれを機に全部解決するんじゃないかなんて言われてますよ。
With deep silence, he breathes a heavy sigh. Wishing on one for cigarettes to pass the time, realized this was a non-smoking area, so he gave it up and put it back in his shirt pocket.
そうそう。これは寄り道なんですが、古出里香さんご存知ですよね。
Yeah.
もちろん仲間ですから。
彼女、例えば糖尿病でインスリンの注射を常用していたとか、
No.
そんな話はありまし
It's
た。
diabetes. Eh? Rika-chan's diabetes? I don't know what he was talking about.
実は彼女のスカートのポッケからですね、
That's a pocket?
注射器が見つかりまして、
That-
破損していたので薬物は特定できなかったのですが、
What?
少々不似合いだったので興味を持ちまして。本当にご存知ありません？
Rika? I don't know anything about Rika-chan carrying syringes around with her.
園崎家は本業の方、ああ、薬剤屋さんのことです。で、覚醒剤を扱ってるとの噂がありましてね、その可能性もあるかなんて思ってたのですが。
リカちゃんが覚醒剤の常用者だっていうのか？
いえいえ、そうは申してませんよ。ただ、お醤油をもらいに行くついでに注射器を持っていくってのはどう考えても変ですからね。
Was she trying to kill Mion? Trying to kill someone? I felt sick. She said she would protect him.
大丈夫ですか？看護師さんを呼びましょうか？
大丈夫ですから。話の続きを。
まあ注射器の話はそれだけです。それだけが個人的に気になったもので。
Rika-chan.
リカさん、村のマスコットみたいなところがありましたからね。今村は騒然としてるみたい
I'm
ですよ。
sure her hands aren't entirely
盲
clean
信
in
し
this
てた
entire
年寄り方
situation.
と殺してしまった園崎家とで、実効支配していた御三家もほぼ全滅状態。こんなタイミングでまたダムの話が出てきたりしたら、今度こそ間違いなくありそうでしょうな。
もう俺
You know what? Yeah, let's go back to the hand-down project.
You would flood it. Actually, I actually was. I just said because I saw humans out being abandoned was unpleasant. I wanted to end the conversation quickly. I was knocked at the door. It was silent. My mom asked if it was still talking.
ありゃ、無駄話が過ぎましたか。参ったな。
Look at the clock. 5 minutes were long past. But my mother, that was something he really wanted to ask, and if she could wait a little bit longer.
そう手短にね。
I get into the fact that she was thinking about what a police officer could be talking to her son about. Porn!
日を
Mom,
改
I
め
was
た
just
方が
bad.
良さそうですね。
大石さん、ミオンは今どうしてるんです？
Dead? I want to hear the answer and get rid of him.
それを話す前に、前原さんに一個だけ本当に正直に答えてもらいたいことがあります。
何ですか？
本当に真面目に答えてくださいよ。
Okay.
これいい加減なこと言っちゃうと、場合によっては捜査か乱と見られて告発される場合もありますからね。
I just kept threatening me until the end. What the hell did he want?
前原さん、シオンさんを突き落とした犯人は誰だと思います？
ミオンしか考えられないじゃないですか。
では、あなたを刺したの誰です？
何度も言わせないでください。ミオンですよ。
Did it happen at the same time? She smiled bitterly and dabbed his forehead with a handkerchief to wipe his sweat. Has she been dead for days? First I answered, yet looked as though he wasn't satisfied with it.
シオンを突き落として俺を刺してミオンの犯行だってさっき大石さんも認めたじゃないですか。
シオン殺しの犯人がミオンだという根拠は隣人の男の証言によるものなんです。この隣人ってのは実は暴力団組員、つまりシオンさんのボディーガードだったんですよ。このうちのリーダー格が古参で、園崎姉妹が幼いうちから親身になってた男なんだそうで。
The man said this. The noise he heard from next door was just like the sound of a fight between the sisters he was used to hearing when they were still living together. And no, there's no doubt about it. He heard Mion and Shion insulting each other and heard them struggling. First though, he thought it was a hallucination she was having, brought on by her dementia. You see, he thought that because sort of ruckus he'd been incurring every night. However, that night had been longer than the rest, and he claimed that he went to the room to give her a sedative. Nori sat down when he got to the manager to give him the key. Ray decided to at least check on her, as if she wasn't answering his calls, took the plunge and unlocked the door. Then they saw the room was a mess. So she had been pushed over the balcony and decided to have it been Mion. That's how it happened.
つまり壁越しに聞いたというだけなんです。しかもこのマンション、組の関係で住人がほとんどいないんです。ですからこの騒ぎを聞いてたのも彼らだけ。重ねて言えば園崎ミオンを目撃した者は誰一人いないんです。
見なくったって、そんなのミオンの犯行だってわかるじゃないですか。
まあまあ、だからつまりですね、あなただけがあの晩確かに園崎ミオンを目撃した唯一の人間ってことになるんです。もう一人の目撃者のシオンさんは生きておられませんからね。
大石さんが何を言いたいのかよくわからないんですけど。
According when she saw him pause. The fact that the smoking air completely slipped his mind, he took out a pack of cigarettes again. Like a check, he lit one with his lighter. He had a long stream of tobacco smoke. Oh boy.
あなた本当に園崎ミオンに刺されたんですか？
はい、間違いなく。
So she saw him breathe and float away, like a thundercloud swept away by the wind.
大石さん、ここ禁煙です。看護師さんに怒られますよ。
実は園崎ミオンも
Mm-hmm.
井戸の底から見つかったんですよ。あの井戸の隠し通路から逃げ出そうとしてはしごを降りる途中に足を踏み外し、そこまで転落し、首の骨を折って死亡したとみられます。はい。シオンさんと同じにね、首の骨を折って。あの日、前原さんを気絶させた後、園崎ミオンは隠し井戸から外へ逃れようとして足を踏み外して死んだのです。まるでそこに突き落とした他の犠牲者の死体に呼び寄せられるようにね。
それじゃあおかしいじゃないですか。
検視の結果、間違いなくあの日に死亡したものと確認されました。あなたとシオンさんを襲ってからあそこに戻ったんじゃない。あの日にすでに死んでいたんです。
My jaw was on the floor. Like, it actually was actually, like, all the way to the bottom floor of the hospital. It was the one that stabbed me. It had to have been her. Was it the demon? Anyone else to do it?
My body will be a demon.
誰が俺とシオンを襲ったんですか？誰が？
She literally told you this.
あなたを襲った園崎ミオンなのに園崎ミオンじゃない何者かですよ。
My mind had become a complete mess. I was starting to lose my ability to think straight.
高野美代さんの死覚えてますか？
え？
Was it burn?
高野さん？あ、はい。確か遠くの山の中で焼け死んだって聞いたような。
あれは考察された後に焼かれたことが分かっています。禁止したのは岐阜県警さんなんですけどね、これがちょっとおかしいんですよ。初期の検視結果では死後24時間経過って出ちゃったんです。辻褄が合わないってことで大慌てで当日死亡って改ざんしたらしいんですが、
I kept being absolutely reckless of what's going on with Mion. He was telling me there was even more on top of that. I didn't understand the complex things the way she was telling me.
この死後24時間って検視結果、うちの鑑識のじじいが言うにはですね、かなり信頼できるものらしいんです。つまりどういうことか。これは何度も聞いた質問になりますが、あなた綿流しの晩高野美代さんに会ってますよね。
No, drug sister. Keiichi. Okay, sorry.
その前日お祭りの準備の日にも会ってますよね。私もその時お会いしてますし。
ええ、会ってますよ。
死後24時間ってことは、お祭りの前日の晩にはもう死んでるってことになるんですよ。
そんなはず。
お祭りの準備の時には生きていた。でもあなたたちと一緒に西宮殿に忍び込んだ時、高野さんはもうお亡くなりになっていたのです。
Imagine if all that happened. The beginning of everything. Our intrusion into the ritual storehouse, which I have begun to regret countless times. One tempted me. Takano-san. When she invited us in the storehouse, she was already no longer of this world? Does she have a twin sister?
今回の事件、死人が歩き回りすぎなんですよ。
Two, approximately.
An incident caused by a dead person. And that by a dead person.
園崎美音の死亡時間を事件当日ではなく、あなたを刺した直後に改ざんせよとの圧力も来てるみたいです。この事件をとっとと終わらせようとする外圧でしょうね。ですので今の話はどうか他言無用に願いますよ。
She grabbed his jacket, was hanging on the chair. No, it's in his arm. Put out a cigarette on the bottom floor and start pretending to wait
Of course, she
長生き
she
しました
stabbed Keiichi and then she
あな
ran
たにと
and
っての
jumped
事
into the
件
pit.
を全て終わらせてあげようと思って来たつもりだったんですがね、かえって煙に巻いちゃったようで。
Smiling, he walked towards the door, looking at me, unable to speak out of the corner of his eye.
もしも今後お話したいことができたらいつでもお電話ください。さっきのお土産の中に私の名刺が入ってますんで。その時はまた素敵なお土産を持ってお見舞いに来ますよ。
Are you bribing me with porn?
You sounded to think I was still hiding something. After all this, be hiding something? No one thinks it's being hidden from. I'm the one who thing wants to know.
ではまたいつかお会いしましょう。お大事に。
How did you do that?
Was he ever here? Was anyone ever here? Am I just crazy? Stay with the world, man. Hey, Keiichi. What does this apply to me? What was over? Nothing was over. The incident was still continuing. Huh. And slip, an arm covered in blood, came from underneath the bed. Hi! Listen, Alcine, cease with fear.
ケイちゃん
Hey, Mion!
だから言っ
How you
た
doing,
でしょ
Hey.
A guttural voice coming from the bed. Still recognize it as Mion's voice.
なんだミオン
What do you want?
何を言ったって
What do you want? Just tell me, I'm tired.
私あの日に警告したよ
I
今
know.
日以降私の姿を見たとしてもそれは私の屍に取り付いた鬼なんだよって
Yeah, but I'm kind of dumb.
そうだな
Damn, you did say that, huh?
Oh, alright, it kind of pushed out my brain. Sorry about
ちょ
that.
っと注意が足らなかったな
You know me, I'm kind of
だから
stupid.
刺されちゃったんだな
Possibly wounds sustained from the ladder. Many of the fingernails were broken and torn out. Her arm slowly fell about the top of the bed, searching for mine.
あのさミオン俺今こんな冗談を考えたんだ聞いてくれるか
Mion in the bed didn't answer.
例えばさ俺が今日ここで死んじゃうんだよ
あー
だけども明日以降もここにいて普通に生活してみせるんだよで後でそれが大石のやつに分かってまたしても死亡日時が合わない死んだはずの人間が生活していたって言って泡を食って大騒ぎするんだよ高野さんにミオンそして俺で3人目な
Funny
面白
joke.
いだろ
Yeah, laugh at me, Griffin.
You did, Frank. Frank, they
ケ
said.
イちゃん
You're fucking stupid. Laugh.
それともあんまり面白くなかったか
Mion's bloodstained hand groped around and found my wrist. Her fingernails were torn and she gripped it hard and scratching me.
加減しろよ
Make a fucking funnier joke.
ケイちゃん
Not funny, you didn't
迎
laugh.
えに来たよ
Tried to shake my wrist loose, but the strength for a hold it was unbelievable and I couldn't. She was only gripping one wrist, and even my whole body could move. I couldn't even twitch. Fingers were spread apart, and I couldn't make a fist either. And that fact I made a fist reminded me of the restraining table. A crooked nail pressed against my left pinky fingertip. Hi! Little fin. But she was smiling behind me.
何も終わってない何も終わってないこの事件は 何も終わってなんかない。まだ続いてる。まだまだ続いてる。誰かこの事件を終わらせてください。この残酷で無残で気の毒で悲しいこの事件を終わらせてください。それだけが俺の望みです。
あの時一つ叶えてあげたでしょ。今度はダメ。
What is she wearing? I don't recognize. Wait, is that a school uniform? Am I stupid?
Yeah, that's their school uniform.
Oh, hands slowly swinging a mallet into the air, and beat the game.
Hey, the all cast review. Let's go.
Hey!
Oh boy.
The last nail, complete Watanagashi. So,
How about that, Adrian?
I'm gonna break the episode now, and then
Alright.
tomorrow you guys are gonna see the wrap-up, which will be the wrap-up for the characters, and also our final discussion about the episode.
Yeah.
Till then, peace.